Hello, Web. I'm Dr. Shadowleader, here, and welcome to Live and Wired, episode 93. Oh, I've wasted my life.
You've not wasted your life, Decker.
Oh, that's not the name of the episode. It's One Weird Week.
Yeah.
One Weird Week. Joining, as always, we have that long-haired creepy guy. And not Patricia.
Ah, that's funny, because Brandon Kilgore goes, they miss Patricia.
Yes.
Decker, you're forgetting the real star of the show.
Oh.
Decker's bad back? Oh, your legs.
It was cool having both Kat and Patricia.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
It's just she's been very busy with a lot of things.
She has this thing called a life. You know, that thing we don't have?
Yeah. On the plus side, I've been getting a lot more reviews done, as I have now moved to space.
Space! Where's my damn companion cube plushie?
Fortunately, with just enough artificial gravity for my ass and hair.
What ass?
And just enough artificial gravity. I didn't need much.
I was about to grab my companion cube, but we didn't. Budget. Cube is hidden.
Also, Decker has a bunch of robots helping him out now. They provide the wiki commentary for his reviews, which is what I used to do.
I'd like to. Yeah, Decker's got a bunch of robots. Can I borrow a couple of those to clean my room?
Watch out for face huggers. Not in that part of space.
I did tell him not to make out with the xenomorphs.
Though it canonically have the it's all confusing because they're like, hey, we don't want to have the aliens come to Earth. We're in the 23rd century. We don't want aliens coming to Earth. Oh, it's now so much time later. It's been 200 years since those events. Aliens still haven't come to Earth, but there's a risk now. Don't want that to happen. And now then they're like, next movie. By the way, modern times, aliens are already at Earth. They've been here since like Egyptian times or some shit. I don't know.
Also, Annabelle Lee says Decker is David Bowie. Ground control to Major Tom.
Gotta get my boots off. This is uncomfortable. Who thinks that it's a smart idea to wear boots to a live stream?
Not me, because I'm currently wearing very comfortable fuzzy socks.
I'm barefoot, so... Yep.
I can't be barefoot because my feet...
No, creepy. There's sites that they'll put that on.
I think he's already on like 3 of them. Anyway, we have a $5 donation. Now we have something in common, Decker. There was a shooting outside my house. The cops didn't show up till 5 hours later, not even an arrest. And that was $5 whole.
Oh, fun. Thank you for the donation. But damn.
Wait, isn't that the villain from Resident Evil Rise as your icon? Or whatever the one is, Metal Gear Rising. What's the one with the really hot guy who did the naked cartwheels in the one Metal Gear Solid game, and it's a game that's all about him?
Revengeance.
Thank you.
It's not a real word, so it's easy to forget.
Yeah. I can't have even heard about the Days Gone PC port bears rumors. They're keylog your data, but...
Oh, keylogs. That's fun.
What's keylog?
Keylogging is when a program will just keep track of every single keystroke you make, and that's a way that we've got free emojis for you to use. If you install our keyboard on your phone, they track all of your inputs, and they get your passwords that way.
Oh yeah, that's why I've been sticking to the base one that's on my phone right now.
Yeah. Keylogging, it's some mean shit.
I mean, I think I even heard rumors that Google's keyboard does the keylogging.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I was about to say it's our Google. We all praise our overlords, don't we, Decker?
Well, they track and they take all your data and everything. But the new terms of service they put out very recently have said that it's weird. It's just weird.
Oh, you mean the weird email that I sent a screen grab of and sent it to you, and you said you got it?
Technically, that's one of our news articles, the YouTube news. It's weird enough. It's one of the major reasons why this episode is titled "One Weird Week." So let's rip off that Band-Aid.
Ow!
Just so you know, YouTube doesn't want you collecting facial recognition data. But it's cool making money on your stuff without paying you for it.
It is weird. Like, are they trying to say that they're not doing that so people something. If they uploaded themselves doing criminal activities, please stop with the feet.
The really odd thing.
I must comply.
Unless they give us money and put #MethGator on it.
The thing with that email is it was a terms of service update, and it had the stuff that the last part of that title there, where they're making money on stuff that they don't have to pay you for. That's the stuff we brought up on Live and Wired before, that YouTube was talking about updating the terms of service to say, hey, we're allowed to monetize your content, even if you're not allowed to, and you don't get compensation, and that's just part of what you have to agree with if you are on this site. It's just something that could happen, and you're just going to have to deal.
There is no Lauren Bossing say.
That's what they've been doing. That's what they were doing with my channel for years. This isn't new.
Yeah. Same here.
Also,
but it's just like not just with the little sidebar ad that's on everything, but like video pre-rolls and ads that they just put in the middle of everything.
Yeah,
So that's the thing where it's just the terms of service. That was one of the things where they're like, okay, yes, that is official now. We're not just talking about that. It's being done. We can throw ads on whatever the fuck we want that you've put up. It doesn't matter. And if you've chosen not to monetize it, well, it might have ads on it anyway, and the money's just going to go to us and not you. You've chosen not to make money on it, so fuck you.
Decker and Kat are late to this show. Like I said, they were doing this to me for pretty much as long as I was on that.
This is the new terms of service. I'm saying they just put this out.
Yeah, me and Decker, I actually had to deal with it when I had that one really popular speed paint that got me my monetization shit. And then they were like, oh, by the way, because of that whole thing in Japan with the Paul Bros, yeah, since you're a smaller creator, we're going to just cut you off. Not like punish the guy who actually did the bad. No, just punish the small creators. Because that's
where's the email? I can.
Why do you think I look forward to every single one of those freaking Paul brothers get to go into boxing and get their asses beat? It's my one catharsis. I don't even pay for it. I think
I'm going to bring up the email right now. There, changes to YouTube's terms of service. Posted. That was 2 days ago.
Real quick. New Dog Prime donated £2 and said, hey guys, I hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
Define well.
I think doing better than I have for a long time. This has been a weird week and a rough week, but still above average. Above average.
Are you still having issues with the whole wild dogs messing with your ducks thing?
I haven't seen those dogs in a while. When I was coming home from Best Buy today with my shitty webcam, I think I saw one of them running down Main Street. But I didn't see the other. I was
going to say, Decker, if you're okay with Googling male wolf urine, and,
Anyway, the summary of changes on the email right here.
Stranger things in your internet search history. I know this for a fact.
Yeah, that's just called research for movies. It's every once in a while, I'm like, okay, and this is how you get it, and this is what does this melt at? What's the auto ignition temperature of this gas? How do you build a small nuclear device? And then just for the hell of it, I'll throw into the Google search, FBI, listen, I'm just doing research for this. Please don't pay any mind.
There's at least 3 websites that are basically a search engine, so you can search up crap and not be judged by the FBI. It's meant for writers, researchers,
yeah, there was actually
I should use that instead of
there was a caption, picture caption where like at the FBI, at the center where they're supposed to monitor all this stuff, someone was saying like, look, see, she researched like disposal of dead bodies through different methods of poison, how long it takes for rigor mortis to set in and all this other stuff. No, look here. She also researched 37 different coffee means and 100 different synonyms for the word carefully. It's another fucking writer.
You can also see how they basically go ways to describe eye color that doesn't use gemstones.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, in YouTube's email is sent out, the first thing they say is facial recognition restrictions. And the email reads, the terms of service already state that you cannot collect any information that might identify a person without their permission. While this has always included facial recognition information, the new terms make that explicitly clear. And I'm like, who the hell is using YouTube as a means of collecting people's facial recognition?
Do you remember around January that incident that happened in DC? That whole big kerfuffle in DC?
And that had what to do with facial recognition?
Basically, those idiots would post up videos of themselves doing it, and they used those videos to identify people in the backgrounds. And basically, that was a way for them to, find some of the people during that incident.
But that wasn't YouTube users doing that.
No. It was the police and FBI and CIA, so...
That's what I'm saying. It's like this being a terms of service for a user is a very... Like, whose YouTube channel is around collecting facial recognition data from the other users?
Sick perverts? Stalkers? Grandpa?
This is very confusing to me. Very confusing.
Real quick, Silver de Luna asked, what to your channel creepy? I need my creepy content. It's an addiction. Same for Decker's Shadow search history. I'm on Vimeo now.
See, we mentioned it, right? I was pointing at the sign, Creep Decker.
I put the sign away. It's what I do.
Okay.
So,
the Gray Turtle Entertainment also said neural networks. What are neural networks like? No, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with Decker. Or any hole. What?
Anyway.
Well, who wants to play EDF?
While we're on the subject of streams, why don't we go ahead and move into the second bit of controversy, not involving YouTube, but involving streaming.
Let's rip the bandages off right now.
Just go straight to the weird internet news that's just like, huh?
Yeah.
But, okay, so hot tub streams.
That little thing that's been happening.
That's a thing that's been going on it's been gaining a lot of traction as of late on Twitch, and people have been like, guys, what the fuck?
Yeah, and like some people say...
Okay, federal enforcement agencies often depend on third-party hobbyists who track this stuff and then turn their info into the FBI. Okay, so the FBI themselves just don't have the skill set. They have to rely on...
manpower.
It's like the movies. They actually have to find the nerd to get the stuff done.
Oh my god.
So, this one time Hollywood got their information correct. And it was on something like this.
But, the hot tub streams have been kind of picking up on Twitch, and a lot of people were kind of confused about that because Twitch, they generally, it didn't seem like the right platform for that. So Twitch themselves came out and they made a big statement, and they put this part in bold in their statement. Like, their whole statement is just like normal text, and they put this in bold.
Yes, I remember this.
And they say... Being found to be sexy by others is not against our rules, and Twitch will not take enforcement action against women or anyone on our service for their perceived attractiveness.
Now, please list every single YouTube, Twitch user who cosplays in a costume similar to the video game characters and have gotten in trouble for it. Let's list all the times that girls have dressed up as Diva while playing Overwatch and got the freaking ban hammered.
So they go on and say that the beach pool category gives context to the bikini.
Yeah,
whether it's a thong bikini or not isn't the problem. Whether they're straddling a banana and a floaty and saying donate $10 and I add another dollop of whipped cream, that's not an issue. The category gives it context, and therefore everything is a-okay. But as I said when we brought this up on Discord, people really don't have a problem with the hot tub streams. I'm sure some people do.
There are some moms that are complaining, and
some people who are a little bit more puritanical are like, that should not be there. But there's also a line who are like, that should not be there. And you have also banned plenty of people, or at least punished plenty of people who have done way less. Way less.
The Diva cosplayers.
Chun-Li cosplay. The Chun-Li cosplay shows a little thigh. Oh my god, we can't understand any context this could possibly be in. Give her a ban. It's just playing video games, but having your shirt have a V-neck that they Twitch decides is a little too deep.
Oh God, you should.
That gets you a ban.
Ooh.
And that's the thing. Twitch has done that for years, over and over again. I feel the thing is not so much that, all the hot tub streams, they gotta go. It's the double standard. It's the hypocrisy about it. The fact that we can clearly say that none of these other people deserve nearly that bad a treatment. And now that you're dying on the hot tub hill.
Yeah, well, there's another thing that's been happening on a different platform, Le TikTok, where basically a lot of girls who are dressed very modestly, maybe you get a little shoulder flesh, Decker, I hope you can handle shoulder flesh, while they're doing their streams on TikTok, because TikTok has streaming once you hit a certain level, and they have their shoulders exposed or something, they get freaking banned from streaming for either nudity, excessive nudity, or extreme pornography. It's kind of like
YouTube and their shocking content for Tammy and the T-Rex is still marked as shocking content for having real people being ripped apart. Not killed. I gotta specify. I did say when it was happening that YouTube's accusing me of uploading people being really killed. Technically, they never accused me of showing people being killed. They said that robot dinosaur was real, and that person having their head ripped off was real. Their head was really ripped off, and that was real gore and real blood squirting everywhere with no context, intended purely to shock viewers. But he survived.
Excuse me. Oh, look at the hyper-realistic Godzilla going after Mothra and ripping their head off.
Damn it. Now this stream's going to get a yellow $sign too.
No, but it's weird. But the problem is that someone pointed out with the Twitch issue is it's basically viewer submitted, and there have been a massive amount of trolls and assholes who will false flag shit lately, and massive racist false flag ladies of color doing cosplays of characters that aren't supposed to be this race. I'm like, okay, y'all need Jesus, and this is coming from me.
I'm just like,
there's that too.
I feel the Princess Bride welling up in me. You keep using that word. I don't think you know what that word means.
It's like when Dead Meat James was talking about how he was worried that another video of his was going to get in trouble with YouTube because he does the kill counts. They're very popular. They get a lot of traction on his channel, so it's what his audience wants, and he wants to make them. But then YouTube is like, hey, this is he runs through the same problems I do, where they'll just some censor that YouTube has hired off in India is like, oh my God, what is this? And they're just...
And I was going to say something, but I forgot. Fuck! Oh yeah, the naked yoga thing. Well, see, here's the thing. If the naked yoga is under freaking...
Corey 2000, that means you make no money. But YouTube still might. Yeah. YouTube still might.
The naked yoga thing. If it's under freaking education, because there is a lovely little education loophole that some people like to use and expose and,
Yeah, educational is...
There was a man who used to review penis pumps, and he used to have his wing dang doodle out too. But since it was under education and review stuff, it was perfectly legal on YouTube until people bitched and moaned, and then he got kicked off. I can't remember what his name was, but... Welcome to hypocrisy!
Super Brawly. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Although, given some things that are happening at the moment, sometimes I do ask myself, am I really worse off without it?
Hey, if the strippers from Europe and Australia want to quit their jobs and become Twitch hot tub streamers, good for them. If they want to show off their hot league video game skills and do an ultra kill on League of Legends. Wait, is ultra kill a thing on League of Legends? May they do it.
Well, are you allowed to do the hot tub stream and the video game?
That's the problem, because there's this weird thing, because there was a thing.
Yeah, Twitch is like, hey, just tag it as hot tub, and it gives context. Ride that banana float. Get out the oil and the sunscreen, and just lube yourself up all over. But I swear, if you turn on Dota, just like that.
Do you remember cleavage streamers? Do you remember what people used to call cleavage streamers?
Yeah.
Good-looking hot women who didn't have the best video game skills, but we can't judge them. I don't judge them on video game skills, but, they were just good-looking and hot and basically would get donations to stand up and write people's names on a board and basically have a good view of their butt for a few seconds. That was a thing. I had to be reminded about that by Grim, and he's like, "Yeah, that was a thing." And tell me they were marked as a mature. That's another thing. I mentioned it in the group chat. In creative, we've been getting attacked for basically doing way too sexy artwork, even though we might be labeled as mature streams. And it's like, we weren't doing porn, we were doing cleavage. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, we miss Gargoyles.
Yes.
Now I will have my revenge.
But it's I feel like there still were plenty of female streamers who weren't doing that. Like,
Yeah.
there's those that lean into that and those that don't want to do that, and then people can just choose what they want to do.
And I remember one person was like, well, think about other female streamers who aren't doing the hot tub streaming.
I feel like if I can get a little tripod for my phone, I'm gonna get out in my pool and I got some shugu. I gotta fix it, but I got a little inflatable pool. I might do a little pool stream. Who knows?
Put Lou in a nice little bikini. Let's see what happens.
That.
There was a streamer called Anita that would always rant about hot tub streams and other sexy streams because she would she would have people come into her and say sexual stuff. Yeah, that's a thing that some people were concerned about.
Really, New Doc? Because according to, YouTube changed it again, the guidelines they have when you look into whether or not you can monetize something. They pretty much added police violence into the lists of various things on how violent is this video. They still don't have dramatized violence. That's still not a thing that exists. Movie violence isn't real. Like, it's not a thing in the world. The only thing that exists on film is actual violence, according to YouTube.
I have a dumb question. The police violence thing. Aren't like 3 of the characters in MK like police officers of some form or fashion?
Striker, Sonya and Jax are like police, I think, like stars, like special forces kind of stuff.
Right.
But Striker is a beat cop.
Right.
So if you're playing a game and you happen to be going up against Sonya and you're getting your ass kicked, does that count as police violence?
She's not on the clock, and it's a sanctioned tournament, so no.
We know this, but does the freaking people who are watching our videos know this?
But according to YouTube's guidelines before, when I looked through them, I haven't combed through it now that they added the extra terms for police and changed some words around. But before that, Mortal Kombat fatalities, according to them, were okay if it was part of unedited gameplay. But if you cut it down and you did like, here is a compilation of all the fatalities. Here's a compilation of fatalities, YouTube would suddenly be like, oh no! Coca-Cola does not want their name on this.
Someone just pointed out Sonya, Jax, Cassie, Jaquel, and then there's like the military.
Oh yeah, Cassie. That's Sonya and Kate's. Sonya and Johnny's daughter.
Sonya, what do you see in that man? Please explain.
And Jackie. Oh yeah,
daughter
military.
of Jax.
Military. Okay.
And I think Jackie's daughter of Jax, because I know Jax has a kid in that game, doesn't in MK10.
That happened when during the period of time when I was not playing Mortal Kombat, so I was just like, oh my god,
they've changed everything.
I just came back for Rambo.
How you doing, Decker? Breathe.
They put Rambo in Mortal Kombat. I felt like I had to buy it at that point.
Man, it was destiny.
Okay, there we go. Everything's moving when I'm trying to click on it.
Yeah, okay, so I was right. Yay! I remember some things from Mortal Kombat 10, even though I was blindly raging and angry that you had to pay for characters.
Motorcycle asked, which is each of your favorite Gargoyles character?
I love how Timothy Armstrong's like, I have sad news for you. The creator of Berserk died. I'm sitting here going, I wasn't a Berserk fan. Grim was. He just poured one out.
Best Godzilla movie, Final Wars.
Isn't that the TriStar Godzilla, just to annoy you?
TriStar Godzilla is in Godzilla Final Wars.
Yeah, well, the TriStar...
He gets killed by Godzilla.
In
2 hits.
Yeah.
Slap him with the tail, nuclear breath him into the frickin' Sydney Opera House, and the whole thing blows the fuck up.
I hate that fish breath. Yeah, we all know.
Next.
Also, my favorite was Goliath, just for the record.
Now, when you say faith, I'm going over here. I'm going over here. Hi.
Oh, Derp Shin Godzilla. Derpzilla.
I love Derpzilla. I showed that to a friend of mine who's a Godzilla fan, but hasn't been watching the new Godzilla stuff because, whatever. And he's like, what did they do to Godzilla? This isn't his final form. Don't panic. And there's like, what's
it's
this?
Like it came from the sea. He's got the fish eyes. What do you want from him? He's an aquatic creature.
Well, I was making a joke going, it's like Frieza. It's like Frieza. This isn't their final form. Don't panic. I accidentally almost knitted my pants into my scarf again. God darn.
But speaking of Godzillas and stuff, there is some big news in terms of giant monsters.
Are you about to talk about
5 days?
Do we want to, as long as we're on streaming and stuff, do you want to talk about that email you got from YouTube?
Oh yeah, while we're on that topic, we may as well.
Oh yeah, the one that made I accidentally read out loud while I was doing a stream this afternoon. No, I was like, okay.
Did you get the email after saying that?
No, I was streaming on Twitch and I saw your messages and I was just like, what are all these messages? What's wrong with Decker? Oh my god, what happened? And I just accidentally started reading the message out loud and my co-host was like, wait, what stream was this on? I go, his gaming stream? You mean the stream where people are prone to say, kill me already, this level is hard? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they didn't even say what video it was on or anything like that, so I can't even comb it. I'm thinking, like, what was happening? Was I in some spot where, like, well, I may as well just kill myself to go back quicker?
Yeah,
like,
Richard Zalvala.
Oh, no, I said it now. They're going to auto-flag this one now.
Hey, Decker, what's a really good, relatively unknown, non-slasher horror movie I should check out?
Non-slasher horror movie?
No, unknown non-slasher horror.
Relatively unknown non-slasher horror movie.
What's that one? What was that one you did about the train that was an anthology?
Night Train to Terror?
Was that a slasher?
No, it was weird as hell.
It's a non-slasher and it's practically unknown.
Well, there's also the other one with the train. What the hell was that one called? It had Christopher Lee and...
Anything with Christopher Lee, always good.
Oh, man.
Oh, The Howling. The Howling series. Wait, does The Howling count as a freaking slasher movie? No, it's not.
I think it's more of a monster movie,
Yeah.
Doesn't
The Howling is pretty good. The Howling 2 has Christopher Lee in it.
What the hell was that movie called? I reviewed it. I should remember this.
Decker, I'm not going through your archive right now to find the movie for you. I'm going through your archive.
I was waiting for that.
Horror Express.
Never mind.
It's an old one, but it's actually got some interesting little. You gotta appreciate classic horror sometimes, where they weren't able to just. I think it was partially, censors didn't want the body count rising and blood flying everywhere.
Yeah.
It was before the drive-in started losing business, so it predates Grindhouse cinema, where they were like, "Fuck it, throw blood everywhere, just all the most heinous shit you can imagine. Please come to the drive-in."
Motorcycle
that's,
US.
That's a fun. That is a very fun period of cinema.
Yeah. Motorcycle US went Decker and Cat. What are your favorite Gargoyles characters? Goliath and Demona. Need I say more?
I kind of like the fire hydrants.
And Gargoyles.
Yes.
What fire? This is where you find out Decker has never watched a single episode of Gargoyles, and I'm now going to have to kidnap him. YouTube satire, by the way. I'm joking. I'm not literally going to kidnap this man. I don't have a car.
Bucket of Blood had a lot of blood in a black and white movie? Technically, yes.
Yes, technically, yes. Little Shop of Horrors, the original one, technically a slash. Yeah, but it's a good.
That also had Dick Miller in it.
It not only did it have Dick Miller, it had freaking Jack Nicholson in it. Yeah, Jack Nicholson.
The original?
The original black and white one.
I remember Jack Nicholson was in several much older horror movies. I'm trying to remember. Was he? Which? Fuck. Was he the dentist?
He was in the dentist. He was in the dentist scene. I remember that much.
Oh, was the dentist working on? Huh. Damn it.
Yeah, I know.
I think Jack Nicholson's it was either his first role or it was just a very early role. The Terror, I think it was called.
Oh, you could do House of Wax, the one with Vincent Price. That's a good one.
Not the one with...
Not the one with Paris Hilton.
That's who I was thinking.
Yeah. House of Wax is good, the one with Vincent Price, which is a remake of another one that came out in black and white, which is apparently also pretty good, too.
I remember I watched The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. That was one of the last riffs I did.
Yeah.
And I just... It had its moments of, hey, it's a classic horror movie, you have to forgive some of these things. And but because it was a movie, it had to have certain things happen. It had to have the chase scene at the end. It had to have this stuff going on, and it's like there's Vincent Price running around and he's like attacking people and stuff and killing them and running, and then it comes to the big end where he's trying to give his speech about understanding things now, and he's like, they were afraid of me. It's like, yeah, no shit, you killed 3 of them.
I'm trying to. There was a I'm trying to remember. It's a movie. It's based off a book. It's about a little girl. 1 second.
A movie about a little girl. What an interesting concept. Done this before.
There we go.
Decker, what did you do?
I came back to Earth just until the xenomorph goes away.
What xenomorph?
Grenadier Games put a xenomorph on my ship. I'm getting the hell out of there.
Okay. The Predator's also there. Don't worry.
Well, I got to see this.
Sweet Home. Oh, I know that one.
Crap. I can't remember. Dang it. Come on, brain. You can do this.
Are you talking about Bad Seed by any chance?
Yes, Bad Seed. That's the one. The one about the little girl. That has the whole concept of nurture versus nature. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Decker. A little bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Everything's fine. There is no war in Bossing Say. Hopefully Decker put something on the hole for the acid blood. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, but Alien vs. Predator is pretty good if you just watch the fights. Ignore the plot.
Well, the plot can go die, but
yeah, we just want to watch the fight scenes. It's like professional wrestling. I don't care about the storyline. I want to watch 2 big burly guys hit each other with chairs.
This is what I've been doing because every time she would sit down and reach for her, and then she would run away.
Hey, kitty. I'd bring my cat, but she's still mad at me.
He's like, no, I don't want to be on camera.
I'm camera shy, you bastard.
I just got Dobby in here, floating around as he does.
Just in the background, random floating cat. Hi, Dobby. And Blue trying to chase after her.
Talking about the new Predator film announcement. I didn't really have that much to share other than the fact that
it's been announced.
They've announced it. There has been an actress who has been cast in the lead role. And that's pretty much all I know.
A female actually in a Predator movie again.
And the last time that really happened was
the first Alien vs.
The first AVP, which was the good one.
Is it weird? I liked it that she was basically honored with we have seen you as equal to us. I'm like, can I go on your ship?
It was very similar to some of the AVP storylines from the comics,
Yeah.
But it was very different from the fact that they're like, okay, it has to be modern times. Okay, she has to be a scientist, this and that and the other. But she had a lot of things in common with the one lady in the comics who went on to be pretty much an honorable predator fighter and hunter of xenomorphs, despite the fact that she was a human female.
I was about to say, I want to see that as like a romantic comedy.
Can I find a picture of her?
Kat, you just want your monster boyfriend romance between an Amazon huntress and a predator. That's what.
Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much? I have a dream. I have a dream for beautiful monster boyfriend relationships.
What? I could write this for you. Just saying.
Yeah, have fun.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I know, you can write it. I'll work on the cover. Why is it so sexually explicit? Reasons.
Do predators have penises? I mean, that's something that we've never actually...
Hey, Decker.
Decker, I've never actually confirmed or denied this. Are predators... What are their genitalia like?
I'm assuming it's kind of like... You remember that one scene in The Shape of Water where the woman just basically goes... What is...
Here we go. There's the woman who became a predator warrior, Machiko Noguchi, who was a employee for the Chigusa Corporation, in charge of the Prosperity Wells colony on Ryushi.
Did she have a boyfriend, and was it a predator?
And they had only recently taken up their position on Ryushi before it was attacked by predators and aliens. They set a bunch of aliens, decided to hunt them, have some fun. It happened to have a human colony there. She survived, and in the process, kicked some ass, and the predators respected her, and she joined their clan.
Did she hook up with any of them? Why am I asking that?
Because you've already established you want predator monster boyfriend porn.
I want a lot of different forms of monster boyfriend porn. Thank you very much. And monster girlfriend porn. Lady D. Didn't expect a creepy cat tangent instead of a Decker one. What
that is a change of pace. That is a change.
If I search for a relationship, the only thing I find is that she became a friend with the Yakuza leader Dakande.
Also, Infern Drake, we're saving that one for the final movie. Like, anytime a franchise goes into space, anything else after it feels like a step backwards, so we're saving that one for last.
Leprechaun, Hellraiser, Friday the... Okay, you have a point. Yeah, what Grey Turtle said. Friend? What kind of friend? There's many different levels of friendship.
I'm pretty sure there was not anything going on with benefits.
Wait, she didn't get the dental? She didn't get dental?
Shame on that. So much for joining your tribe.
Yeah. Rue and Chun are rangers in the PR fighting game. There's a Predator fighting game, also 2 pounds.
I think they're talking about Street Fighter.
Maybe there's stuff. I don't know. My brain goes brain when I brain.
Hey, that's my... Oh, God, I did pick that up from Decker. Monster Mitsume's fine, but I don't like the monster girls in that because there's not enough monster and they're too cute anime waifus for my personal taste.
I can get a picture of this going here if I can find it.
What about the Wait, did Highlander ever go into space?
There was that one movie where they were aliens, so...
Okay, so, yeah, here's... If it works, there we go. Here is the female human who's hunting aliens with predators in the comics.
Where is she?
She's the one with the
cleavage. The one with the cleavage.
Yes.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So that's as the comics went. So the idea of a kick-ass woman in a predator kind of setting, not exactly off the beaten
Boring.
path.
Yeah, it's not like people are going to try to claim SJW. What's this SJW bullshit? We'll be like, it's been in the comics since forever.
So the main surviving lady from the first AVP movie was like an extremely diluted version of her. She just started working there. She was a scientist-y type. And then there was a whole knockdown, drag-out situation with aliens and predators. She gained the respect of the predators, and they were cool with it. But they were just like, hey, keep our toys and just stay here in the middle of this frozen wasteland. And,
Could you at least take me to the nearest truck
die
stop?
or something. I don't know.
We're like,
Respect.
See ya. I'm like, drop me off at the nearest truck stop, please. The nearest 7-Eleven, Starbucks, Buc-ee's.
Oh, God, I can't do that. Watching 7-year-old reviews, I'm always looking at those like,
Really, Decker? Now you know how I feel when I watch my old videos.
my writing and editing is so bad.
Oh, yeah, Henry Cavill is going to be in the new Highlander movie, if anyone cares. I'm actually kind of intrigued. Henry Cavill does great acting. Even when he does schlock movies, he actually puts a lot of effort into it. It's not like, I am here for the paycheck. He did that Wrong Turn. Like, yes, you are. But, you know, like, he was serious when he did, what was it? Wrong Turn? Which Wrong Turn was it? Decker, help me out with this if you know anything about the Wrong Turn series. There's enough Wrong Turns.
Was it the one with Jason Statham?
No. It was
Is there one with Jason Statham?
I know that the Henry Cavill one is Henry Cavill is the host of a quote unquote Survivor show, and basically they're in the area where the Wrong Turn mutants are. Being forced to watch their early work. That is the greatest torture ever. Being forced to make me look at artwork that's still posted up 10 plus years ago on DeviantArt makes me die inside.
Good day.
3.
Anyway, giant monsters, aliens, and stuff. EDF.
I knew he was going to talk about EDF.
That's the number one thing I put on the news.
I know, but I was like, yes, he's going to finally talk about it. Yay.
So, I'm sure all of you know, in 5 days, EDF World Brothers is finally coming out in America. Their Twitter just said, hey, by the way, we might also get a code out to any of you English-speaking reviewers if you want it.
EDF people, please give Decker a free code. He would be the happiest little panda on the planet.
I asked them. I don't expect one because there's link to this, link to that, link to your
everything.
Link to your channel content, whatever it is you do online as a creator that is, you know, somewhat related to gaming and wave shooters and stuff. And I'm just here like, I've played the fuck out of EDF since EDF has come out in this country, sir. I really want to play this game.
On Tap Tip Top Hip Hop TV, you should not have said that.
I want to play this game. But at the same time, I'm like, also, I am obviously going to buy the damn thing myself if you don't get it for me. So, no.
Cinno, we have a donation for $5. Cinnobite Crunch. Delicious. Goes, I just want the voluptuous vampire lady from Resident Evil 8 to swanton bomb me while I'm eating ice cream on the mat.
Ah, yes.
I mean, she doesn't have to swanton bomb me. You can just cuddle. Cuddling is okay.
But, yeah, let me see. Here is the link to the little thing in case anyone out there is a creator who wants to.
Do you think you would actually be able to be? Do you think you're qualified enough, Decker? Because I think you just do gameplay footage. You don't really review the game. I mean, you review it as you play.
No, but it's at the same time, a lot of companies do want just streamers to play it. But also, I'm gonna be doing that anyway. Creepy.
Yeah.
World Brothers.
Oh no.
Oh, what? Sorry.
World Brothers.
Can Creepy's computer even handle that?
It doesn't matter. You got a PlayStation.
Oh.
Sure. That's true.
And a Switch now.
Wow, Decker,
Wait,
you
does
typed
he?
it.
Wait, do you have a Switch now?
Yes,
Or
it
am I
does have a
thinking of the
Switch
wrong-
now.
Okay, yeah, it's on both. Also, get on PlayStation if you want it to run at a decent frame rate. The Switch
fair.
version is that classic EDF feel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless it's docked.
So we can finally start playing EDF again, huh?
Yes.
I'll just be on the sidelines going, go team, Yay! Keep me out of this. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
In case anyone wants to copy and paste that with their mind. That's the yes.
Yes.
So
It's
yeah,
not that I don't
World
play
Brothers is the
EDF.
same as it was before. It's EDF. It's voxel. It's been out in Japan for months, and I'm like, come the fuck out. Come the fuck out.
It's so weird it's so weird. I mentioned EDF. Once I mentioned, I was like talking to a friend, and my phone dinged, and it goes, Decker Shadow is playing EDF. I go, oh, Decker Shadow's playing EDF. And then my friend was like, was a group chat, and they were like, what's EDF? I go, oh, it's this game where basically, you remember Starship Troopers? Well, imagine that, but really low poly and a lot more bug options and nuclear shit. Go on! And I had to explain EDF to them. So all those times you ranted and talked about EDF, I had to
Yes. Oh god, I remember when all the roly-polies were coming down the hallway, and it just launched a big piercing round down the hallway with my big hand cannon, and that just smashed into them. They all turned into physics objects and started going all over the place, and the frame rate just tanked. I remember one time, I'm not sure exactly what was happening, but there was an Arcalus, there were some golden ants and wasps, and they were just smashing into buildings, and I'm there turning, and it's going at like 4 frames a second, like,
Was it beautiful?
Absolutely. I'm like, that EDF feeling right there. Chug, chug, chug.
Thank you, Great Turtle, by the way. There's actually another guy who followed me because of my Sea of Thieves archives, and I can't wait for you to do more Sea of Thieves. I'm subscribed. I'm sitting here looking at all my Yakuza footage. Yeah, Decker, we need to do some streaming together again sometime soon.
Yes. I gotta do more of that.
Yeah,
much more of that.
Yeah, much more Sea of Thieves, because apparently people like it. They like it when I'm basically stressing out because of you.
I just thought it'd be fun to bring the sea with us.
Decker, stop bringing the sea with us when we play Sea of Thieves. The sea is everywhere. It is all around us. Do you not see that big, beautiful, blue, wet thing?
Well, if I'm going to be downstairs drinking my grog, we don't got portholes.
Because they will make the ship boom. Not boom, but, sinky.
Well, I don't want to have to go up the stairs, drink my grog, go back downstairs, fill up my grog, go up the stairs, drink my grog. I can just stay there by the grog barrel, drinking grog and enjoying the sea that I brought with us that is now half full on the lower deck.
Stay in the crow's nest like I tell you to. Also, Great Turtle and Dramatos. I'm just grateful for the last Nova Scotian pirate more than Decker. It's not a Nova Scotian accent. But yeah,
Doom Eternal streams. I stopped playing Doom Eternal.
I don't have Doom Eternal. No matter how much.
Yes, you do.
No, fuck Game Pass. I forgot about that. Yeah, you know that thing you subscribe for, Cat? Oh yeah. Yeah. Decker. See, the thing is, I'm really at a very important moment during the Yakuza series called the real estate stuff.
Well, I have been playing SnowRunner.
Wait, isn't that the game with the Yeti in it?
No, that's the game where you drive a truck very, very slowly around icy turns and then die.
This sounds like Euro Truck Simulator levels of exciting.
Oh, the Euro Truck Simulator is different because it has actual traffic and long distances that you go across large maps that seem like Europe, and there's actual, you can't go that kind of far in SnowRunner because your gas tank doesn't last nearly long. I was trying to get to the gas station to fill up, and I had my truck in the high efficiency mode, just trying to get the most out of the gas I could. I was 30 feet from the station. I had 4 liters of gas in the tank. I ran out of gas before I got to the station.
Annabelle, you say that, but I learned a very interesting fact about Lady D, but I'll save it for later.
Yes.
Well, in her art book, because Capcom released the art book, so for cosplayers, right? And they mention some fun facts, for example, the 3 black roses on her outfit represent her 3 daughters, which is so cute. And also they also put into the term what color her underwear is. You never see it in the game.
That's what you think.
Mods don't count, Decker. Me, God knows that.
Oh, God, that reminds me. Speaking of nudity on YouTube, Have you seen how many naked Jill Valentine monsters? Just like that. And we added more jiggle to the button, the titinators. And it's like, watch as Nemesis grabs her and throws her across the room. The boobs go everywhere now.
You know, here's a fun Vampire the Masquerade fact I accidentally learned one time. A guy was trying to cheat in more money into Vampire Masquerade, because getting money in Vampire the Masquerade is Vampire the Masquerade bloodlines.
The devs kicked down their door and sucked their blood?
No, better. When he put in money, right, for the cheat code, right? Money, apparently, is the term for boob size. So all the female characters, he put a ridiculous amount of money in to see if people get money in his wallet. He didn't, but all the ladies had boobs that were so massive, basically hooker on one end of the street, end of her boobs on the other end. And glitched out like crazy. And we're like, so money equals boob size in this game?
Okay. Little console command there.
That's an interesting console command. I was sitting here going, really? They have a command for that in this very basic game.
Is the Riger of you hinting at another kaiju returning to the show soon? The new God Raiga versus King Ugra, I think it's called.
Yeah.
There's that Monster Brawl movie everyone's talking about. I think.
Yes, Dr. Claudia Finch. That is that is Fat Gum in my background. Sorry, that is my Fat Gum plushie in the background. That was my serotonin. I needed it.
Oh boy.
I was gonna make. Sorry.
What was a brain? I was saying something and I lost my train of thoughts.
We had a train. There was a train, Decker?
A horror express of thought.
We were talking about EDF, and you were getting really excited, and Naked Jill mods.
Yes.
Does that help you at all, Decker?
Yeah, EDF 6, for some reason, was it not coming out until 2022 in Japan, like the end of 2022, which means it's probably not going to arrive in America till the end of 2023?
Yeah.
What the...
Translation is a dick. Do you ever wonder why the Yakuza games are still in Japanese? Well, actually, there's many reasons. Because one, it's set in Japan. It's very Japanese. You can't try to make it seem like.
I wonder, should I stream SnowRunner or will I lose all of my Twitch followers?
Yes.
Probably.
To which?
Yes. We're doing. I don't know, Decker. SnowRunner isn't a game that I would watch you play, but people watch Euro Truck Sims that do it. Alex. Hey.
I am scrolling up and I don't see. Wait.
Nope.
That is not the summer special that I am currently working on. I got a stack here.
A fat cash. You gonna share it with us, Mr. Money Parents? Woo!
$100 worth of movies here. And unfortunately, I couldn't get all of them on at least Blu-ray. I tried to get as many in as high quality as I could, but...
Let me guess. The vampire one wasn't in high quality Blu-ray?
I don't have that one.
You don't have the vampire one?
No.
Why not?
This one, though, if I want it on Blu-ray, I'm looking at like $60 for the disc.
You know, Decker, if you review that one, in your future, you will have to review the original Wicker Man, which I would like to point out.
Well, that's fine, because that one I can find on Blu-ray for like $10.
Yeah. Really? It's also open domain.
Well, shit, if I have to download it then. Fuck it. But then the dangerous cockbanger or something. I don't know.
Good. He has some good taste now. Willy's Wonderland.
The Con Air.
Con Air! Con shit! You know you gotta put that clip in there somewhere.
Ghost Rider. 2 movies.
My sister loves those movies, by the way. She's 14.
Face Off and Snake Eyes.
2 good movies.
And now the 4K ones that I managed to get.
It's causing weird error. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pretty good. It's a good movie. I've seen that one. Bored.
It's Nicolas Cage.
It's Nicolas Cage with a normal haircut, which means he's going to be very boring in that movie.
I don't know. I went through and was clicking through scenes, and I saw him doing some Cage faces, and I'm like, okay, good enough.
National Treasure 1 and 2 could have been an option, and you could have made fun of the inaccuracy of the historic.
Well, I only
crap.
have 10 movies here, and there's 13 weeks in summer. I still got stuff to figure out.
Again, National Treasure. You could do a double feature for that one if you have to.
Super Brawly X Comic Reviews. Decker and I have already watched that movie together, so he already knows.
Oh, Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the actor who had to do that one scene. You know the one scene.
We did a riff on that one. That was early on. When we were both there for the riffs on the Patreons. That was when we were funding for Gamerathon 3. Times ago and ages long spent, and now we're funding for Meth Gator.
Yeah. Lack of funds this stream. It's so weird.
Oh, well.
We haven't been talking about it. That's why.
More?
No, please.
But, not everything is meant to make money.
Oh, God, he's fine.
Such as Sonic fan games.
Well, I never expected to make money from a Sonic fan game. That's why you have my Patreon to support me that way. It's not supporting this fan game, it's supporting me to help fight ramen.
Well, I figured fan games, it was kind of just a thing where, of course, you're not going to make money because...
Duh.
It's copyright infringement.
Yeah, I mean, remember the Pokemon Uranium, that one Pokemon Candy-themed game? It was all like, we're not making money off of this, but then Nintendo, no.
And Nintendo was like, nah, you're not even allowed to do it at all.
They're doing it for free.
Technically is true, but in turn, so it's like, a fan game is kind of, it's in a gray area because it's kind of like fan art.
Yes.
Where you can draw a picture, that's fine, but only Disney has ever said that means we own the picture you drew if you drew our property.
Yeah.
Before Disney came in and started saying that, it was generally understood that you don't... The artist owns their art, even if the art is of a different character, and if it is of someone else's copyrighted character, then that artist simply just doesn't sell that art.
Yeah,
they can still make it.
Yeah. Yeah, they say you don't sell that art. Go to a convention, I'm just saying. Actually, no, I think Marvel, or was it DC that was all like, oh yeah, you can sell artwork at conventions, you just couldn't sell it of our characters. And so, like, creators were like, okay. And then conventions found out about that and refused to invite any DC artists and writers because they're like, we can't show images of, it was DC or Marvel going like, we can't show your images. So why should we invite you guys? It was like the greatest protest ever.
Sebastian Iman dropped 10 Canadian dollars. Johnny Blaze, see, you're a bad man. And this thing, the writer, he feeds on bad men. And he's hungry. He's hungrier than he's been in years. And that's why I'm shaking.
This sounds like a porno line.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going in the review.
Mm-hmm.
What, that line? That me saying that?
I'm going to clip that and put it just...
Thanks, Decker. So how much of that revenue do I get?
None.
Now you know what I
love being the boss.
Years now, Kat. Now you know what I endured for years.
Sebastian Iman donated $2 Canadian dollars, going, that's a taste of Cage from Ghost Rider 2. Again, my sister loves the Ghost Rider movies, and she wanted to cosplay as Ghost Rider for a convention. We said
but
no.
Is she really a skeleton that's on fire?
Have you seen how skinny my sister is? She might
Is she
as well
on
be.
fire?
I can make her look like she's on fire with enough LEDs and freaking plastic wrap.
Okay, damn it. There goes.
Hi, remember, cosplay tricks.
Yeah. Even Microsoft does the same thing with their game content usage rules. Fan projects are perfectly fine if they're within those rules.
Remember when Microsoft used to call PC players nothing but a bunch of dirty thieves and pirates, and that's why they wouldn't put any of the freaking Halo games on
Yeah,
the
that
PC.
was Tom Matrick, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
The guy they shit canned.
Yeah.
Or did they shit can him, or did they kick him upstairs like they'd often do with bad bosses?
I don't remember. All I knew is just like anytime I would see Microsoft, I would walk by the Xboxes and do this frequently.
Oh. Grey Turtle Entertainment dropped $20. Thank you very much. As I got to run soon, but I'm graduating college at the end of next week. And Decker, Cat, Creepy, you guys helped me through a lot of studying. Live and Wired, Gamerathon, and Godzilla vs. Mothra Month all helped me stay sane. Thanks. You are very welcome. We gotta
enjoy the debt.
Is Godzilla vs. Mothra Month the second half of it?
Yeah.
still in existence somewhere? Or
I don't think so. I saved Godzilla versus Mothra month for my own entertainment reasons. Yeah.
I believe I still have it. I haven't uploaded it yet.
Oh.
I'll make a mental note of that though.
yes, Don Matrick was a tool. Yes, probably still is. But yeah, there was a quote from Katie Trzanski, who is
Thank you,
Sega of
Mom.
America's associate social media and influencer manager, tweeting in response to people asking about, hey, we got these Sonic fan games, are we still allowed to do that, or is there going to be problems here? I don't know why it came up or what, but evidently it came up in conversation, and they tweeted in a semi-official capacity to say, so long as no profit is involved, there is usually a asterisk, no issue with y'all using our Blue Boy to hone your art and dev skills. Asterisk, parentheses, for legal reasons, I can't promise all content is okay.
So using
My mom
our
got-
content is okay until and unless we decide it's not okay.
So is it basically, let's just say you have a Patreon. You've had this before you were making the fan game, like you're an artist or whatever. If people are giving you money for through your Patreon, but their fan game is not connected to it at all, and it's not like, hey, if you give me money for the Patreon, you get to sneak peek at what I've been working on. But maybe like there's concept art or whatever on your Patreon because you are an artist first and foremost. Are you still technically making money from that, and will they get on to me? And also, I have ice cream.
I feel like that's a gray area, and you should be okay if you don't specifically, explicitly list things attached to the Patreon for a fan project like that. If you're saying, hey, donate to my Patreon, and if we get this much, then I'll make this piece of art with Amy Rose and Blaze and doing things.
Hey, if you donate to my Patreon, I'll put your Sonic OC character in the background of my fan game. Also, the stream is now brought to you by Ben and Jerry.
Sebastian Emond donated $5 Canadian and said, Ghost Rider 2, the movie where Heimdall and Connor McLeod both cameo, and nobody questions the possible connection it has to the MCU.
Wasn't the second one dealing with elemental demon thingies?
They're just bitter. Sonic Mania was better than Sonic Forces, aren't they?
Well, duh, Sonic Forces with garbage.
Sonic Mania was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic Forces, I've seen videos where people just hold the boost button and win. That's all they do. Even if it's going to end up with them running into spikes or running into an enemy and falling, it's slightly not doing a perfect thing sometime, they still just keep holding it, and eventually the hedgehog will get back on track, and there they go. And there are several levels, at least, where you could literally just hold the boost and win.
I remember Sonic Boom had a thing like that. I think it was called the Knuckles jump glitch or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was a glitch on launch version 1.0.
AKA
Knuckles jumps, and you do your double jump, and then you pause the game, and then you unpause, and you can jump again, and you keep doing that. And there is the end of the game is one of those things where they have it dangling above you right at the beginning. So all you do is the Knuckles jump glitch, and boom, they skip to the last boss. There you go, you beat the game.
Mm-hmm. I knew Game Grumps did that. And people complained about them doing the thing because they wanted them to complain about how horrible the game was. They're like, fuck you, this is bullshit.
Losing focus here.
You had focus?
That was the only thing about the fisheye camera.
My mom is also confused.
Anyone out there need a webcam
that has a fisheye lens?
With a fisheye lens?
Which is so
not advertised as such, but it certainly does.
Remember,
certainly
kids,
has a fisheye lens.
If you buy this webcam, remember to make your cone of cleanliness wider.
But I got it because they see that glitching that still happens, and there's a focus problem.
It's just the space dust. It's just the space dust. It's just the space dust.
Where is my
pants?
That's not it. That's not it. I was trying to figure out where did my program to fix it. I can go into the settings of my webcam. I should be able to set the focus and just keep it there, my damn self. But that involves going into programs to do it.
I was going to say, while you do that, I shall review this ice cream. It's delicious.
This has a focus ring on it where you just go like, and then there it goes.
Kat, would you mind posting this into the group chat for me? It is for Gold Replicant. They asked for it.
All right. Aye, mon capitán. Give me la momente.
But yeah, there have been some very good Sonic fan games over the years. Sonic Robo Blast 2 comes to mind, which has been in development forever. It uses a modified Doom engine. It is just... It's a really damn good 3D Sonic game. Like, actually 3D. Uses 3 dimensions to its advantage. All that fun stuff. The graphics are very dated by today's standards, but when they first started working on it, the Doom engine was still pretty new.
Richard Tompkins says, thanks to you, when I watch a horror movie, someone dies, all I can think about is...
And the body count rises.
Thank you, Decker. And a mouthful of ice cream.
Oh, Sonic Doom. That was another game. Was
there a Sonic with Portal, or am I thinking Mario with Portal?
I'm not so...
It was a 2D flash game on Newgrounds? Well, that slims it.
Oh, Newgrounds. Yeah. That reminds me of the Legends of the Hidden Temple news.
They have nothing connected, Decker.
Well, Newgrounds had an 18+ section, and this new Legends of the Hidden Temple is being revived, and it's adults, which means adults only. 18+. Rated M for put the damn kids to bed.
My problem is it's done by the CW, and my brain automatically makes Red Siren Claxton's flag sounds whenever CW is mentioned. Then I think of Riverdale.
Technically, they just say it's an adult Legends of the Hidden Temple, as in involves people like 21 and older.
Who basically wanted to do that when they were kids, but couldn't because we didn't live in Orlando.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So they don't mean adult like that. The news is that the remake will preserve many of the Nickelodeon series' iconic elements, including Olmec, the giant talking Mayan head, the moat crossings, the Steps of Knowledge, the Temple Run, and all the original team names like Purple Parrots, Blue Barracudas, Orange Iguanas, Red Jaguars, Silver Snakes, and Green Monkeys. But this time, the entire show is taken out of the safety of a studio setting and put into a mysterious jungle with tougher challenges and bigger prizes. If one of them actually gets eaten by a jaguar, then I'll be like, oh, damn.
Want to know a fun fact I know about Legend of the Hidden Temple? Does everyone remember the Shrine of the Silver Monkey?
Yes.
And how kids kept fucking over and couldn't do it right?
It drove me nuts!
Okay, so everyone used to think it was because of the anxiety that the kids were having, which is a combo. But fun fact, the Shrine of the Silver Monkey was built badly. It wasn't built right. And they didn't have enough time to replace it. So they just kept it in as is. Because in order to do it, you had to set it down perfectly square. You weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to be like, plop, and it counts. But the device that activates to basically say, oh, this has been done correctly, you had to do it in a proper angle. It wasn't just pop and done. You had to do it at the right angle. Because it got built messed up. Yeah. So basically, the Shrine of the Silver... Yeah. So it's basically, if you had the shrine perfectly done, you had to push it in the right angle for the trigger to go off. And they never fixed it because they didn't have the budget to.
What you want to bet that the whole...
They needed the extra money for Olmec's mouth.
Yeah, God, that thing broke so much.
Yeah, what you want to bet...
The choices are yours and yours alone.
What you want to bet that some corrupt corporate executive at Nickelodeon said, wait, you mean we can leave this broken? That means that we don't have to give the prizes to the kids because they can't solve it? Yes!
So this story works. If we fix it, it will cost us money. And the only thing that will happen if we fix it is the kids might win more money.
Like Nerds Rope.
It costs less. And we'd have to give away less prizes, you say.
Well, the prizes weren't that great, Decker, even for 90s standards.
Yeah.
No, another fun fact I know about, well, it's not really a fun fact about the show. I know that someone has actually recreated Olmec's head and recreated all of the temple in Minecraft, and it works. And someone...
Well, I guess it is a lot easier to put that down in a perfect square.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I myself may have created a dungeon in D&D that's basically based off the whole temple run with the guardians and the puzzles, and the Shrine of the Silver Monkey has a very high challenge rating.
Suddenly, a poorly dressed man with no shirt jumps out from the bushes.
That just give me no. It wasn't the temple guardians that they did freak me out. It was the tree one. Do you remember the trees that basically hugged you?
Okay.
It was like, oh god, evil dead.
Your prize was drowning in Nickelodeon slime. Oh god.
Fun fact: the flavor of the slime changed every couple of years. One time it was banana, another time it was apple. But it was, and the slime was mainly applesauce.
I don't know. I always felt like that slime was something I didn't want in my mouth.
Yeah, but it was safe for kids in case it got in their mouth. So it was like it was applesauce. The stuff that they pour on you is applesauce. The stuff that gets sprayed out everywhere is some other material. Well, it was still safe to eat.
Still, I feel like this new Legends of the Hidden Temple isn't quite adult enough.
Not enough titties?
Not quite there in terms of being adult. So that brings us to our live and wired poll. This time, though, I must mention, we are not going to be doing it on Twitter. And it's not that Twitter is a problem. It's that there is this rumor going around. Everyone seems to think that, hey, if you do polls if you want your YouTube algorithms to do well, the trick right now is doing polls on your community tab. And, well, I'm not about to do more than I otherwise would, but I've been doing polls for years now, so I may as well actually do them on the community tab. Besides, there's a benefit to that. We don't have to worry about only 25 characters and 4 choices. Now we have up to 65 characters and 5 choices.
And I would like to point out how much we struggled to think of a 5th option.
We're not used to it, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck, we still don't have the 5th one.
For the love of God.
Damn it! I didn't get to write it down.
I have an idea, but I don't know if you're allowed to say it on Twitch, on YouTube.
Well, this is all. Which team will win in the new and improved adult Legends of the Hidden Temple? We have, number 1, the Humping Hippos. Number 2, the Filleting Flamingos. Number 3, the Sodomizing Sloths. Number 4, the Boinking Baboons. And number 5 is,
the Groping Giraffes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember, I thought it was funny because they don't have hands.
The Groping Giraffes.
I'd like to point out that was better than the one I already just came up with because I don't think we're allowed to say that on YouTube.
When? Can I set a time limit for this?
Nope.
It doesn't look like I can. No.
Also, apparently, Griminator
we'll
Games...
just see what it's like later in the show. Okay, there we go. I'm going to post it there. Boom. Boom. Now... No, I don't... Let me share... Okay. No, don't delete. Okay. Copy link address. Copy link address. Okay.
Apparently, there's a Starship Troopers game called Starship Troopers Terrain Command, and it acts like StarCraft. So
here we go. This should be the link to the poll on the YouTube community tab. Let's see if this works. Yeah.
Wow. You can actually watch it live change, Decker.
Oh,
Semi-live change. Semi-live change. You gotta really... Oh, fuck.
I don't see it changing live.
Okay, so it's not live. Sorry, my brain's dumb. See, Southern Yankee, the problem is you have to, when you're doing, when you're doing the thing, you have to, when it comes to, you have to be, wordplay. You have to start with a letter and end with the same, you gotta,
I don't see the total. Oh, okay, there's the total amount. Okay, good. All right, there's this. I understand. I know how to YouTube.
I am actually kind of curious, and if it's not as shit as I hope it never comes. Decker, I'm requiring you by law to live out my childhood for me. I can't do it because of my back. I might as well have
kind of ironic there, Gold Replicant.
Kinda, yeah. It's just like, I always wanted to be on Legend of the Hidden Temple and Global Guts and all that jazz. I can't for obvious reasons. Gosh darn crap spine. So, Decker, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm making you volunteer to go in my place.
I was
I actually
always hoping
wanted to be on Legends of the Hidden Temple, unironically, because I just thought that would be awesome.
I thought it would do really good on the Q&A.
Was interesting, but what was that goddamn show with the maze?
Masters of the Maze.
I think so.
That
I was gonna
the name
say
of it. It was hosted by Mario Lopez for a little while.
damn. Does anyone remember? Wasn't there like an American Gladiators Junior? Like there was like a kid version of American Gladiators, or was that just Global Guts?
I would feel like I wouldn't do very well in that because at that age I was just starving. So
okay.
So it's like, go kids, go, and I get like 5 feet just collapse.
The kid died.
Someone give this bastard a sandwich.
Are the Legends of the Hidden Temple has no? Why would they do Amazon babes in freaking fur bikinis? One, you're mixing your genres. Amazonians are Greek, number one. So then, why would they be in a very Aztec/Mayan setting?
Because everyone associates Amazon with female tribe thing and just imagines sexy as possible. They don't realize that the word Amazon means with one breast because they cut one off to make themselves better at bows.
Number two, why are they wearing fur bikinis in a very warm tropical climate? They'd be wearing skins of leopards and shit. Get your things right!
Right.
I want accuracy in this pornography.
Now Kat's starting to sound like me when I reviewed porn on Midnight Wank Theater. Remember the bitch fit I threw over the Justice League porno? Like about how so many things that were in that porn were not accurate to the comic. And
that reminds me of one article that I saw about the Bowsette porn.
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Where in it, Mario takes a superstar penis pill, and they're like, hold on just a minute. That doesn't make his penis grow any bigger. That makes him invulnerable and kill everything he touches. This sex with Bowsette isn't going to go very well for her.
What was that one when you were Playmate of the Apes? They're like, oh, come on. Her head was clearly on her right breast. Now it's on her left.
The camera changed and the continuity was all messed up.
And then, of course, the reaction to the dude, you press the do not press button.
I mean, I do love it. In Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's like there's a button that says do not press. Arthur Dent presses it, and the button goes, do not press me again. I wish I could do an MST, an MSTK, Mystery Science Theater version, but of pornography. Like the really bad ones.
I can find some really bad porn. Remember, I found a musical gay porno, remember?
Of Romeo and Juliet. I'm very well aware.
Gay stripper moment.
Yes. No, Decker, we wouldn't actually get... It would be pornography that would definitely not cause any form of reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I come up with that one when I had to make up fake porn titles? Okay, some of these are crap. I'm sorry to tell you this. Some of these are crap. MST3K, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
None of these are good porn titles. I'm sorry.
We have more little horror stories coming out.
Little horror stories.
That's relevant to my interests?
Probably not.
Boo.
But there's a sitcom, another one of those.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's like this
trend
bubble of sitcoms.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand a few of them taking off, but we're getting quite a few here, and I don't think it's going to go so well.
Well, Decker, remember when the writer's strike happened and basically all we had was reality TV for a good 2 years?
Oh, God.
It's a weird trend. Sitcoms become more popular when bad bullshit happens in the outside world because we need something to not think of the bad bullshit, you know? That's why
these
Mamma
are
Mia...
all parodic sitcoms.
Parodic?
They are taking the sitcom formula, but then being like, but it's zany because, and they always do the same joke as a result. They will take the normal sitcom thing and just try and play that through, but it's zany because this is a horror thing. It's zany because these are superheroes. It's zany because they're in outer space. But it's a normal sitcom thing. The basic episode you've seen hundreds of times, but it's zany because... And I'm like, they can't do this same joke 15 times in a row. We can't have that many new sitcom shows that are all but it's zany cuz.
So basically, like back then with the Munsters was a thing, but like worse.
Yeah. It's like if there were 12 different shows all trying to be the Munsters.
Please God, no. Listen, I'm still pissed off that I'm still annoyed that Rob Zombie is going to be doing a Munsters movie.
But we got Little Demon. With a synopsis here, the show follows a reluctant mother, played by Aubrey Plaza, 13 years after being impregnated by the devil, played by Danny DeVito.
Already, I'm giving up.
She and her Antichrist daughter, played by Lucy DeVito, attempt to live an ordinary life in Delaware, but are constantly thwarted by monstrous forces, including Satan, who yearns for custody of his daughter's soul.
Wasn't there a show on Adult Swim called Lucy, Daughter of the Devil?
I want to say there was, actually.
Similar to this, but badly animated?
I know, I just played Get Out of Hell, so...
Oh god, I love that. I love Satan's daughter in that, though. She's adorable!
I like... After the musical scene, and then you get to meet up with her, and then she starts singing again, and gets yeah, we're not doing that again.
Aww. Which is funny because I remember playing that with a friend of mine, and we're both semi-musical nerds, but I'm a bigger musical nerd than he was. And so basically, it was like, yeah, we're not doing that again. I'm sitting here going, "Aww," and he goes, "Oh, thank God."
Yes, Eddie Herda, the bitch is back.
I'm just going to sit here and eat my ice cream and judge you.
I'm trying to get hired by Hollywood. I can write sometimes. Like,
why don't you write your own damn stuff?
I was about to say,
Oh, boy. That's right. Rob Zombie is making the Munsters.
Yeah. It's a movie. It's not a TV series. We know that much, which is thank God, because I don't think I could handle a TV series directed by Rob Zombie. I die.
Well, I'm just going to be doing drugs.
I'm going to need drugs if I have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Horror sitcom.
I mean, do you remember that one cute little bit in Saturday Night Live where it's basically a babysitting, it's one of those daycares, but for demonic children?
I watched In Living Color, so.
Well, it's not. It's a more recent. Yeah, it's a more recent one.
Yeah, but I watched In Living Color.
Okay, let me show you something then.
With James Carey.
Yes, let me show you something. My mother, the car. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that. Rob Zombie's Riverdale.
It would be better than what we got.
I was going to say, I am both disturbed and intrigued.
Can we point out the freaking character assassination of Archie in the first episode? Shall we point it out? Because I will.
I kind of get the feeling that you want to.
Character assassination! Archie was such a goody-goody. Why the fuck would he be sleeping with his teacher, why is she not as old as she's supposed to be in that movie? And why the hell, if he did hear a noise, and he was doing something very wrong, why didn't he tell the police instantly? This is such character assassination of Archie comic.
Okay, so, let's get to something a little bit better. There we go.
Hey, Big Buff Muscular Men. Go on.
Ow. Cat bit me. Not that cat. Not the one on the camera. The cat. Down.
So yeah, there's pictures, but I can't just right click and save them, so I didn't bother.
They're really good, and I'm actually really excited for this because the studio, because I've been nerding out about this and then trying not to beat the crap out of assholes on Twitter.
So a typical day for you.
Wolf Jam donated £5. Wolf Graham donated £5.
Wait. There we go. Okay.
Hi, Decker. Would you like? Sorry.
Okay. Upcoming Starship Troopers Terran Command. Would you like to know more? Is that a game or a movie? I guess I could find out.
It's a game. It's supposed to be similar to StarCraft.
Oh.
So, So here's the thing that I've been dealing with. People have been going, why isn't this...
What? Aww. It says platform Microsoft Windows. What the hell? What?
Huh?
Okay, this Google says it's a mobile game that's on Microsoft Windows. I don't like...
what link do you want us to post again, Nudok Prime?
I'm going to make you be on camera again if you don't behave.
That is such a freaking stage mom answer.
I'm going to make you be on camera again if you don't behave. You're going to be
Troopers Terran Command Wiki says platform PC. That's it. Okay, so that's not a mobile game then, you bastards. Just because there are lots of strategy games on mobile doesn't mean that this is a mobile game just because it's a strategy game. It would have to be something where, in order for this to be a mobile game, it would have to be, okay, here you go. You are the Terran Command. Send your guys against the bugs, and they go and they kill the bugs, and it's all fun and great. And throws you a bunch of rewards, like, there you go. Now roll the loot thing. Oh, you got this. Use it on that. There you go. Now you have to attack the next base. We have to get more troops. That will be 3 hours.
Yep.
Unless you pay us more money.
Yep. That's how they get ya. Anyway, do you want us to talk about the Master of the Universe movie?
There was another super chat.
Nudok Prime wanted to know what link.
Which link?
I'm assuming it's this one that I will post up onto the thing, which is the link to the yes. There we go.
The question bear.
Anyway. So
okay, so yes.
Sorry.
Let me see. I'm going to try and get this set up because the Masters of the Universe thing, mainly it's like, hey, we have a few new images to look at. I'm like, cool, I'll save them. It's like, now we've got these embedded in such a way that it's not so easy to do that. I'm like, then I'll just share my screen. It's not worth going through all the rest of the trouble. Yeah.
So, fun fact, the studio that is making this one is the same people who've done the Castlevania series, and they are very good at fight scenes, blood, and gore. So I am excited. I moved. So I'm very excited for this. Mark Hamill will be voicing Skeletor in this. Excited.
I'm Skeletor, overlord of evil, Triceratops, beastman, bring villain back to life.
And here's the thing that I had to deal with, because someone on Twitter was all like, why isn't the people who did She-Ra do this movie? I go, because they can't do He-Man. Let me explain. They can do girly, feminine, soft things. He-Man is manly. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to just separate the gender here, but it is a, big, buff, muscle men fighting. Also, the people who do She-Ra can't draw a muscular woman, as you can clearly see on the screen. Decker, go down. They can draw muscular women. The She-Ra people couldn't. The She-Ra people, their so-called muscular women were like, eh. So I'm actually very excited for this company. And I'm sick and tired of people like, Kevin Smith's not funny. I'm like, have you watched any of his recent shit? Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So yeah, that's the main thing about He-Man and Masters of the Universe, or He-Man or Masters of the Universe Revelation.
It's supposed to start where the last series ended. The original 1980s He-Man. So it's going to cover that and God knows what else.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically a continuation of the original 1980s shit, which I'm actually kind of intrigued about. They're going to cover that, and I think it's going to, have some more stuff. But yay, He-Man!
The character art doesn't look too bad. I have to see it in motion, see how well it goes.
Watch Castlevania. You'll get an idea of their fight scenes and how well they animate those.
Okay, I did see a bit of Castlevania, so.
Do you remember the one where Trevor Beaumont just basically whips a guy's fingers off?
Ow!
That was awesome, right?
He's kind of a jerk.
Well, no, the priest was an evil, horrible bastard of a man.
Well, yeah, but Trevor's a dick.
He's a cute dick, though.
Anyway,
That's a statement that was just said.
He's cute! Trevor Belmont's cute! Fight
Ah,
me on this.
You
let's
know what
shift
I,
gears.
You know what I said, and you know what I meant.
Shift gears.
Oh.
About Dave Bautista shifting gears.
Bautista. Not
But
Batista.
that Dave and
Batista.
Buster's like yeah. Okay, would someone else like to take this one? I've been reading a lot of this.
The guy who's not a fan of the Fast and the Furious is going to take this.
Well, neither is Dave.
Okay. Fine.
Bautista shifted gears from Fast and Furious to Gears. Okay. While all we've seen of it so far is that you can change Marcus Phoenix's character model to Dave Bautista in Gears 5, Bautista actually turned down a role in the Fast and the Furious series to push for the Gears of War movie with himself in the role of Marcus Phoenix. Excerpt. Bautista later added that he thinks Universal was a little put off, but he didn't regret taking a shot. I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm not putting anything down. I'm just saying Gears is way more interesting to me. I don't want to pretend like I'm actually interested in something I'm not when there's something I'm actually really excited about that you guys have under control. Would you consider me for that? I don't think there's any harm in that. I'm not trying to step on anyone else's toes. I'm just saying, like, this is what I love, and I'm seriously passionate about this. I can't do a good job. Can do a good job for you guys on this.
So, yeah. I thought that was actually pretty interesting. Like, financially, technically, it was a terrible decision, considering the Gears of War movie has not come out.
It's also a terrible decision because Gears of War kind of fell out of favor after the, mid-2000s?
Well, Gears of War 4 was like, hey, you know all those interesting characters that you grew up with and loved with Gears of War? Yeah, they're the old ones or dead or just not involved anymore. Like, Baird, he's still making snarky comments, but he's doing so behind a desk with gray hair doing his science-y shit. Remember, he's a scientist, he's a smart guy, he's a science guy now, not out there fighting. You're out there fighting with... quirky young adult, and quirky young adult female, and their robot.
I was about to say, did any of them have facial hair? That's how we tell the difference between the two men.
Not in Gears 4. In Gears 5, eventually, but that was... I feel like Gears 4, they introduced Marcus Phoenix's son. I can't remember his damn name. I played through Gears 4 and 5. I beat them both. I don't remember his damn name.
Is it because you don't want to, or because he was that?
He was just so not interesting in the slightest. He had the same personality as everyone else, just quirky young adult. And it was like I didn't care about him at all. Gears 5, they introduce him, and then they try and inject some kind of conflicts and character into him and turn him into the gruff guy. And it happens so quickly where suddenly you find out that he had some dark shit that he did in his past, and then he gets in this horrible accident that scars him badly, and then he grows out his facial hair and shaves his head for the fuck of it, and he's got this big fucking mechanical thing trying to keep the pain out of his arm that he has to fire up every now and again because he's just so fucked up from that accident. And he's now best friends with the guy who was a dickhead that likes to kill innocent civilians. That guy, he's best friends with him now, and he's such a fucking gruff asshole. It happens in like half a mission that he goes through that change.
I'm starting to be okay that I never got into the Gears series, because then I wouldn't have to turn into that.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then they spend some time in the game redeeming him, and I'm like, but what the fuck was that?
I'm just like, I was never into the Gears series, so...
You would think I would be into it, but I didn't have an Xbox.
Oh, you're right, Gold Replicant. We should have had a horse in there.
Hung horse.
That would have taken on the sloth pretty well.
Yeah.
No, I regret this poll. I came up with a dumb idea. Well, I came up with why don't you do a Legends of the Hidden Temple one, new team names, and he was the one who made it all.
I was there like, it's the adult one. We have to have the adult names for the teams.
Why couldn't you have said crippling depression chameleon.
Oh, we could have had interesting adulting things, not just adult like sex. Oh.
Yeah, we could have done crippling depression, financial debt.
Yeah, that would have probably been easier to come up with 5 different ones too.
Yeah.
Rather than how many animals and fucking can we combine?
Why didn't we do adulting things? Financial.
Sexy apes. No, Decker, not sexy apes.
We've done sexy apes enough.
We've been through this already, Decker.
We got boning baboons in there. We made a compromise.
Also, Seth Warwick, I have no plan to.
Oh, boy.
I'm dying, Squirtle.
Yeah, so... And Gears 5... It's got its... So its writing is more all over the place. It's a little bit more interesting than Gears 4, but like it's not hard because Gears 4 is here's some new characters and what are they like? Milk toast.
Milk toast has more flavor, Decker. Do not disrespect milk toast.
Here's a new kind of enemy for you to fight. Oh, new kinds of enemies. What are they? Basic fucking robots. They look like big blue blocks with legs. They just walk back and forth, and you get to shoot at them sometimes, I guess. Yay? Like, they come down in these pods that are all circular, and they're like, and it's kind of exciting and stuff. But then it's like, by the way, we're going to stop you right here. You have to set up a tower defense game now. Like, tower defense, really? Because I thought I was playing Gears of War. Nah, you got to do the tower defense game now. We do this like 3 or 4 times throughout the game. You can just hop to it, set up your defenses.
Wasn't there was annoying what is it called? Tower defense things in which Assassin's Creed was it? It was in the 2 series. Revelation? Brotherhood?
Wow.
Oh, you didn't do Assassin's Creed.
I didn't play through that much of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I like it. I think it's fun. If I had the money, I would actually play the Assassin's Creed. No, I wouldn't because that's too much of a freaking investment.
Yeah. I feel like that's, I actually kind of respect him for making that choice, like, hey, I want to be Marcus Phoenix in the Gears movie, and push for that instead of Fast and Furious, which, at that point, of course, it was already very profitable. They were obviously making it. Like, that's the surefire paycheck right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just say, no, I want to be in the video game movie.
Didn't he also once go up to Warner Brothers and was like, hey, next Batman movie, if you need a Bane, I want to be it. I'm perfect for Bane. I'm like, I'm not denying.
Yeah. He'd make a damn good Bane.
He'd make a damn good Bane, and he wouldn't have a stupid accent like Tom Hardy's did.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't need to wear the giant coat all the time.
No, he wouldn't. He didn't need it. He doesn't need to bulk. We have the bulk. I mean, we got to cover the tattoos, of course, but I think
you cover them in piping to pipe him with the Bane juice.
Clever. I remember once he was talking on his Twitter, like, he talked about how he wanted to do, he said, if I did Shakespearean roles, I've always wanted, would I be allowed to play Othello? Because he was like, am I dark-skinned enough for... Othello is does everyone know what Othello is?
Yes.
Devin Cooper says, I don't care for that ass Creed RPG direction. I want it to be Hitman again. It's like, yeah, I don't mind the RPG Assassin's Creed games as their own kind of thing, but let's not mince words here. Assassin's Creed Valhalla has a lot more to do with Dark Souls than it does Assassin's Creed.
Although Eddie Herter just pointed out a thing if Batista played Bane. Bane came from prison, could have his prison tats. He earned those, making him more of a badass. Yes, Othello is a Shakespearean play, which is about this asshole white guy who basically is being a total utter jerk to this black man. And well, they use the term Moor in that. It's a very bad term. But he goes, would I be allowed to play Othello because of my... Yeah, and then someone pointed out a Moor was a term for anyone who wasn't pale-ass white, so you can easily play Othello. And I was sitting here going, I want to watch Dave Bautista do Shakespeare now. I just want to watch that. I think he'd be better for Titanus Andromachus, personally, because that thing is so fucking violent. and has the world's oldest yo mama joke. But
I have seen that video. I have seen that video, Cat. I do know what you're talking about.
And he could also get work for sci-fi. They're looking for a lot of actors right now because they've got a lot of damn things.
You rolled over me while I'm doing Shakespeare, Decker. Do you know?
Yes.
we're trying to educate your audience, Decker. We're trying to make them all classy and make them learn the history.
Yeah. Okay, this is not cool. Okay. The entire world of theater is now going to find you.
Shakespeare, Titanus.
Well,
keep talking.
Sci-fi has revealed quite a lot in their upcoming programming. Like an ass ton of shows back on Earth that I am currently not on.
Yes, Mr. I cut the cord.
Yes, but their first show that they will be making a series out of, I believe we talked about before, Chucky.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
No.
Well, we have lots of other shows. We've already talked about the Chucky series on previous Live and Wireds. There's also another series they're making, Slumber Party Massacre.
Wasn't that a movie?
Probably.
It sounds like a movie.
It sounds like a movie. When I first saw that, I was like, isn't that a movie?
How many X's?
Slumber Party... Slumber Party Massacre. There's 3 movies. It was made in the 1980s.
Well, they say that they're doing a new series like inspired by the 80s slasher movies.
Yeah, the guy has a guitar that's also a drill, and that's his main form of weapon to kill the girls.
Cool.
Decker's already intrigued and wants to be sci-fi now.
Then there's Day of the Dead, which of course I know there's already a movie called Day of the Dead. I am well aware of this.
Isn't that already out?
Yeah.
But they say that it's a zombie series where the zombies are actually called zombies instead of pretending that they're something remotely different. Then there is Surreal Estate. The synopsis of this is that a realtor must sell houses, but the houses is haunted. Also, they might have stolen that name from an episode of Live and Wired, but you see, their Surreal Estate is one word, Surreal Estate, whereas our episode was Surreal Space Estate, so legally they're covered.
Is this like the Meth Gator thing all over again?
Yes, except they did it to us.
Okay. Wait, aren't they... I mean, how did they... Isn't it like required by freaking real estate people to tell you if someone got murdered in your house that you're about to buy? Isn't that like required?
Well, if your house is haunted, is it necessarily because people were killed in it? Like, say I build my house on an ancient Indian burial ground. Technically, no one was killed in the house.
Or killed on property. Killed on property.
It's just an ancient Indian burial ground.
Why is there... Never mind.
It's like, hey, you know what? This place looks real nice. I get this really spiritual feeling here. I think I'm going to put a foundation right there.
And then you piss them off.
Yes. They do not like excavators, I'll tell you that.
You bit the hand, Morty. You bit the hand.
You move the tombstones, but not the bodies. You move the tombstones, but not the bodies. You tell I watched Poltergeist recently.
Funny you should mention that Royal Flush 1778. Because Kat designed a poster that was pretty much, well, except for the color choice, Kat designed a poster that was pretty much that entire thing.
Available for the comic, which sooner or later will be now for sale. It is officially done. The curse is lifted. And
you see, that's the thing, Shauna. I'm always wondering why I'm not constantly haunted by dinosaurs.
You know, someone actually made a joke about that, going, why aren't we haunted by dinosaurs? We're always haunted by humans, sometimes cats and dogs, but never like dinosaurs, emus.
Couldn't we at least be haunted by dolphins? Like,
well,
they're pretty smart.
We have to go into the ocean for that, or an abandoned aquarium, or abandoned SeaWorld.
Huh. So, Decker, is this going to be your idea for the next Jurassic Park movie? Jurassic Park, Ghost World. The dinosaurs are back from beyond the grave.
The grave.
But all the dinosaurs have died down, and they just built a regular park there. Just we've moved on, and now it's just civilization has moved closer. Now it's just a resort town, but ghost dinosaurs are here.
Well, you can't set that in Florida because, fun fact, Florida doesn't have dinosaurs. We were underwater during dinosaur periods, but we do have evidence of giant armadillos and sloths.
How about some ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs? Is there nothing like plesiosaurs?
They haven't found any yet.
God damn it! How about Mokele-mbembe?
What did Decker say?
Mokele-mbembe!
Decker does this thing where sometimes he just forgets how to speak English.
That's the name of a cryptozoological creature!
It sounds like you're trying to say a semi-racist term for a guy from Africa.
It's an African word. It's Mokele-mbembe. It moves rivers.
Anyone
This
mind
is
me?
what I live with.
You live with this? When did you two move in together? Why wasn't I told?
Anyway, we also have Bring It On Halloween, where cheerleaders decide to break into an abandoned school gym to practice cheerleading because they don't have backyards, I guess. And slasher hilarity ensues.
Mr. Jamil 28, yes, I do accept commissions for my artwork. There is a link somewhere, which leads to my channel, which leads to my Twitter, which has my freaking commissions, my commission info.
Thank you, Shauna.
Yeah, one person, Decker, doesn't mean it exists.
A lot of people in Africa know about it.
And Mothman is believed in, where is it? West Virginia? Mothman is in West Virginia. Mothman is
right in my damn collection.
Mothwoman.
God damn it.
God, I win!
Finally, the last sci-fi series movie thingamajig I don't know entirely anymore is Astrid and Lily Save the World? ?
Who's Astrid?
High school outcasts accidentally open a portal to a dimension of monsters and spend a series to clean it up.
So, like Buffy.
Yeah, but not.
It's the Hellmouth, Decker.
Yeah, but not.
I mentioned Buffy and he disappears. Where were you, my Buffy expert? Anyway.
Happens.
I think his internet went poopy poop.
Probably. What if we can get things like that in here?
I don't know. Also, no, this is not Catbug. Hello, may I tell you about our Lord and Savior Mothra? It's just a chibi cartoony version of Mothra.
I sing the song, except that we get hit with a copyright.
Masurai.
There's the copyright.
Masura. If I say it in Japanese really badly, do you think they're going to copyright claim me?
Wow, we got 209 votes on the... Technically, it's past when we would normally call it. It's 34 minutes, but we got lots of show left.
God, what are we going to do? I know. Dance. Don't do that motion, cat!
Oh, Trey Hildeshine, teabagging tiger. That would have been nice.
Teabagging.
Lauren Rupert asked, "What is all this from?" It's from Live and Wired, Lauren.
Welcome to Live and Wired, where we come up with dumb. Wait,
Mothman could be a potential Mothra child. Well, that would mean that a man would have had to have
boinked Mothra.
Yeah.
So here's a fun factoid. In my D&D, I'm making moth people and their whole culture. Mothra is their god, their goddess. But if you're a warlock moth person, which is called a lepidot, your patron is Mothman. Because basically Mothman was a symbol of, doom. Also, where the freak is that link? I lost it!
No, I'm pretty sure we've lost him forever.
No, I'm right here.
Ah, okay.
Creepy's not link.
Julia Goodwin would have voted for teabagging tiger if given the option.
Well, we weren't being creative because we were rushing. This is what happens when we rush.
Yes, Daniel DB631, I have moved into an even further away from Earth house.
You sure you didn't buy it from Wayland Butani's real estate? What?
Relatively sure. I didn't read the fine print.
What about Aperture Science? Did you buy it from them?
Real quick. Hockey Dr. Kill, I think that is how that's pronounced. If it's not, I'm sorry. Asked if I can give a shout out to his nephew Neil. Hello, Neil. Greetings. I arrived.
Don't do that. That sounds like All Might.
Young Midoriya.
Young Midoriya. I'm here to teach you about. No, I'm not doing my All Might sex education bit right now.
And I have no idea whether or not he's into My Hero Academia. Oh, I'm so sorry. Boku no Hero Academia.
It's acceptable both ways in my circle. Don't worry. I listen to the dubs and I listen to Chris Sabat doing his All Might voice and Christopher Wemkamp doing very wonderful. Okay.
I don't know. Every time I play the more simulated space games I play, it's all about trade routes.
Tell me about it.
It's like you got to pick up this element from this satellite, go over to this station, sell it over there, pick up the stuff they got over there, bring it to this planet, and come back around here. And I'm like, God damn, I am Space Trucker. Please, Xenomorph, come and free me.
Well, maybe it's not actually capitalism. Maybe it's like a free trade social. There's money involved, isn't there?
Yeah.
Never mind.
They are called credits. Interstellar credits.
Also, Royal Flush 1778. The Mothman ate my underpants. He rises every 23 years to feed. That's a very interesting way to say that you have a hard-on, and I've never heard of one that is that prompt.
I was about to say, why does your underpants last for 23 years? What is with you men keeping your underwear for way too longer than you should?
They still hold everything together. Isn't that what they're supposed to do?
They have freaking like stains in the back from when you ate bad Chick-fil-A.
Not mine.
Oh, he keeps his clean.
I don't have problems with leftovers because I don't have to even wipe anymore.
God fucking damn it. I thought
Space bidet.
You brought this on yourself, Kat.
I did. I didn't think about it. Someone mentioned toilet paper, and I ignored it because I knew he would do a space bidet joke, but I didn't consider the Chick-fil-A stains.
It's not my fault that every time I go, I leave shower clean. Pressure washer clean, actually.
Do you think we could now I just imagine a horror movie, kind of like what was that one horror? What was the one movie? Maximum Overdrive. But the bidet is possessed.
The bidet is the mastermind.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's only the stubborn...
See, I'm not sure if people are intentionally using it as a quote or if it's just it's something that you tend to say. It depends on, did they say it in a certain tone and grab the air as they did it.
Yeah, it's like when someone point out going, you saying the phrase, and remember kids, Kirio doesn't kill, and someone point out going, that's like a meme in the freaking, the fandom. I'm like, I know, but it's still fun to say. Wait, there's a new Jeepers Creepers coming out, Decker.
Another one? See, there was something that happened like a week ago where Jeepers Creepers was trending on Twitter, but I tried to look into it, but all it was everyone saying, by the way, the writer-director is a fucking monster. It's like, yes,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I have the same thing.
What else is new? Like, is there any news here?
Yeah, it's like when BioShock randomly trended like 2 days ago, and I was like, new game? New game? Oh, remember everyone, BioShock was a really great game. I knew that! I was hoping for like a movie or a new game or like a remaster.
Predator was trending as well. And that was that something posted this thing like, it's this year, what are you watching? And they had the list of movies, and there was like RoboCop and Predator and several others. I can't remember what they were, but RoboCop and Predator started trending. And then other companies, other brands were like, we're going to take that format and put our stuff on it, stuff related to this. Xbox was like, what game are you playing? And one of the options was BioShock.
Fine.
And that's probably why that started trending.
Damn it.
Now
I just was there like, I'm playing the best game ever made, and it's EDF 2017, which was out. the year they were
Now
talking.
imagine Decker getting to direct his own Jeepers Creepers, and it will mount to the two of us trapped in a car while we're being chased by a ghoul that has wings.
And a driver's license.
And a license plate that's up to date somehow, even though he only comes out every 23 years. New Alien movie, by the way. Alien was a good film. The original Alien was a great film. It's a great film. It's a funny film.
I got Alien in 4K.
Does it help it make even more scarier, make the blacks even blacker, and the shine much shinier, and the acid?
Well, yes, it's 4K Dolby Vision, so yes.
Mm. According to Michael Wolff, there's Jeepers Creepers movies in development. They think it's a reboot without Victor Salva.
Okay.
Okay, that's true. That's
all right. Then that was even less of a reason for Twitter to make that to be the only thing they talk about on the trend.
Royal Flush 1778. There is a way a bidet could kill you. Basically.
Beating you? No. Be eating you.
I don't get this one.
I like how he's this winged ghoul monster. Not only has a driver's license, he got a custom license plate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, it takes me a while to get through the DMV. Is that what takes the 23 years?
That would actually explain.
That's why he only kills every 23 years, is because the rest of the time he's at the DMV getting his license plate upgraded.
I mean, I remember I was getting my ID and it took forever.
Victor Salva didn't know where to take the creeper monster. And I feel like sometimes horror movies overthink it. I feel like Terrifier did a fantastic job while telling us dick about the clown. I don't know a fucking thing about art. He just kills. He's fucking psycho when he kills things. And he's sadistic about it. And that's really all you need.
It's
and
like
they're making a Terrifier too. I don't know if they're going to explain any more of Art's backstory, or if they're just going to do another Art's just going around killing things. If they do that, it might be easier, because all they would really have to do is do it better than Terrifier 1.
Which wouldn't be that hard.
And if they do try and explain his backstory, it would be interesting, but they could fuck a lot of things up that way.
Wait, Jacob Patton donated $5. For every 23 years, he has to upgrade his wardrobe, and he gets hungry from the effort. Have you actually gone shopping? Do you know how hard it is to find pants in my area? I have a guaranteed store that has the same company I've been using for a good while. Yes, they're nurses' scrubs, but they fit, and the sizes aren't bullshit. I just did freaking Nicolas Cage face.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, boy.
Art versus Puppet Master.
How do you manage to do that, by the way? It's like your face that's made out of is just elastic. Mine to do there.
Oh, I don't know why. I've always had a naturally rubbery, cartoony face. People used to joke saying, "You're like a cartoon if it somehow became alive." Thank you.
Or
have a naturally.
Or the offspring of Jim Carrey.
Mom, is my dad Jim Carrey?
I still love it. It's like, if I keep making this face, will it get stuck that way? Nah. In fact, some people make good money doing that.
I was about to say, keep making my mom never said that to me, but people would, and it's like the only reason why I make these stupid faces so my face can be nice and rubbery and expressive. Oh God, you ever seen whenever they're trying to make video game models get ready for talking?
Jonathan says backstory is hard. You want to make sure it's good and good as to not ruin everything. Too bad they too often don't seem to care about that enough. That's the thing. It's like with Halloween 2, where the first order of business was to say, actually, Michael Myers is Laurie Strode's brother. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, for the cheap fucking low-hanging piece of ass. It was the easiest thing to say in order to try and say that there's some connection there, and that's why it was so annoying to me immediately. Because it's like, you could have done something so much better, but no, brother, sister.
Which is funny because I never minded that, but this does sound like an argument that Decker and I would have, where I'd be like, creepy, You wrote 900 pages of the slasher villain's backstory. How much of this is going to be in the movie? 2 pages, maybe?
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite villains in video games is from Danganronpa. I know, cringe, I don't care. Why did the person who's the big bad evil guy do the thing that caused this whole everything that all happened? Her answer? I was fucking bored. No boring backstory, no sad, sappy things. And the creator goes, I was sick and tired of villains having so much over-convoluted backstory and trying to make you sympathize with them. That's why I made this villain, and that's why her reason is, I am fucking bored. And that's why she caused the total tragedy. Spoiler, I won't tell you who it was, though.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Should probably talk about a little bit more news.
Don't talk about the Thorn cult, Devin Cooper. We'll have to deal with the curse of cock again. Goddamn curse of cock!
I like how the solution was soap and water. And then people made the connection. It's like, does that mean that Decker did not shower in between?
I was like, ew. Resident Evil CGI series. Those usually are really good.
It's coming out July 8th. And the little synopsis is Resident Evil Infinite Darkness takes place in the year 2006, 2 years post Resident Evil 4. The series starts off with the U.S. President, Ashley's father, having to evacuate the White House after yet another hostile takeover takes place.
Is there going to be a shirtless Leon moment or a shirtless Chris Redfield moment? Because, you know,
I don't know. It's like, I've been looking at the little clips that they've been showing, and there's Leon and Claire going around, and they're working like in an office or doing FBI type stuff with paperwork, trying to figure stuff out here and there. And I'm like, I know this is character building moments before the zombie attack, but
well, Decker,
the fuck is
Decker, you have to remember, the special forces have to go through all the paperwork to figure out how much bullets they have to buy after taking care of the zombie hordes. You know, you have to tell them how
I just figured just go with like one gun and half a magazine, and you'll probably find enough gunpowder along the way just laying around everywhere. Just mush it together. Look at that, bullets.
That's not how bullets are made. You need
it isn't Resident Evil.
You need a bullet prep. I know, that was the one thing that bothered me. Like, you can't make bullets like this.
Decker will explain. Decker and Kat will both now explain to Resident Evil the proper way to make bullets.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better, because, dear God, she has been teasing him for decades.
I'm glad that Leon and Ada banged. Lucky SOB. Anyway.
Come on, focus, you son of an ass. This is why I wanted the focus ring. So I could just go like, done, and keep it there. But no, I gotta lose focus all the time. But if I have this camera, I get this fisheye lens out the end, and they got those glitches still. This camera's dying. I need a new one. Who wants this camera? Anyone want this camera? It's a $50 camera, but it's got a massive fisheye lens problem.
Yeah, your cone of cleanliness must be larger. Jacob Patterson donated $5 going, Resident Evil meets The Office. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Because Dwight would actually do well in a Resident Evil scenario. You look at me and tell me Dwight wouldn't do good in that.
Well, yeah, of course, Annabelle. I mean, how exactly is Ethan going to be the face when they don't even give him one?
Well, that, and also, what was it? Who's the Frankenstein-looking guy? He's not that bad looking. Carl. His name is Carl. His fucking name is Carl. You've somehow made a bunch of people simp for a guy named Carl. I'm just saying! Damn you, Resident Evil! I know, Carl is a very common name in the Romanian area. Really?
You went with Carl.
But I like how the Romanians... Resident Evil Village is like, you pronounce this name Dimitres. And the Romanians are like, if this is Romanian, that's a Romanian name, it's Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu, yeah.
It's Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu.
And I was like, Dimitrescu, because Romania. It's like, no, it's not fucking Romania. What are you talking about?
I do love that basically all the four lords are based around, you know, the classic Hollywood movie monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Dracula?
I'm of the opinion it's like, it's a fine game, it's a fine little horror story, but in terms of Resident Evil, I'm still going to say, as a Resident Evil game, the last Resident Evil games we got were the 2 and 3 remake.
Decker, how do you feel about Resident Evil 4? Feelings on that one?
Barely Resident Evil.
See, I knew it.
What about the one where Leon is running around on a college campus?
Shirtless? Wait, what?
Running around a college campus. Was that 6 that he did that?
Was it 6 or was it?
I know Leon was in 6. I think he was playable. I don't know if he ran through a college campus at any point.
The Duke needs a DLC campaign along with the Resident Evil 4 merchant. Make it a store minigame. That would be fun. Because the Duke references that he knows the merchant from Resident Evil 4, which I thought was a cute little thing.
Yeah. Revelations? Revelations was Jill on the boat.
What's the one that everyone really hates?
6.
Revelation. Yeah. I've been 6.
Resident Evil 6, everyone's like, "This, what the hell is this? It's this weird Call of Duty action game bullshit." And Chris Redfield's story in Resident Evil 6, was pretty much Call of Duty Resident Evil.
Didn't he punch boulders with his bare fucking hands?
That was Resident Evil 5. He was punching boulders.
God damn.
That's the one everyone was upset about because they said it was racist.
Oh, yes. That controversy.
And it's that they were in Africa. That's why Chris Redfield had to go in there and shoot all the African zombies.
Well, do you remember the
But hey, he had his partner there. She was black, and she had her alternate outfit with the tribal bikini.
Of course. Well, remember, Left 4 Dead 2 had a similar controversy like Resident Evil 5 because the Left 4 Dead 2 is set in Louisiana, New Orleans specifically.
Yeah.
Which has a very high black population, and some people complained about the black zombies. I'm like, you can tell which ones are black? Why are you so not shooting instantly?
I didn't know that the zombies had races. I was just like the dead people trying to kill them.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Zombie, done. I didn't check ethnicity. I just zombie.
There's a horde of assholes coming towards me, hands going like this, looking to eat my brains, and I'm like, oh god, they're gonna be disappointed, and I'm just
basically, oh shit, tank. Ah!
5 wasn't racist. I know that had the controversy for it.
Yeah, because it was but it's set in Africa. I think I'd complain if there was mostly white zombies. Be like, this isn't accurate.
5 was still not Resident Evil. It was a more action co-op thing. But.
Yeah, they were just like gray and greenish.
Yeah.
Okay, there's also Fear Street with 3 episodes over 3 weeks, which are going to be effectively movies, but episodes. It's pretty... Remember Stephen King's It TV miniseries, which was 2 90-minute episodes?
My ass was asleep when watching them, but yes.
Yes, well, Fear Street's doing kind of the same thing, but with 3 different time periods of Fear Street: 94, 78, and 1666.
Oh, and
Decker? Sorry.
Decker, I've already checked. The first one comes out the Friday before Live and Wired.
Oh.
Guy. Wait, hold on. When's that? Oh, July. Okay, I was like, I can't do anything June 2nd. I have reasons. Gotta get shot.
July 2nd is on a Friday.
Get shot? Like...
Second part of the Madeira shot.
You got to.
I have been warned that I should take that week off because it's going to be a bitch.
I got my second Pfizer and I hardly felt the damn thing.
Lucky.
Neither did Charlie feel a damn thing.
I'm doing Madeira, not Pfizer.
I'm wondering if we might have caught it before and just had an asymptomatic thing, because people in Texas, they weren't fucking stopping.
They're still not stopping. What are you talking about, Decker?
Well, yeah, but now they're not stopping even more. But I'm just saying, I've had so many opportunities to be in contact with people who have been in contact with everyone that it would be actually more surprising if I didn't catch COVID at some point. But I technically never came down with any symptoms or anything. But after the second dose of the vaccine, I ain't feel a damn thing.
I'm just preparing for the worst. That's my plan.
But no, the first movie comes out Friday, July 2nd, and Live and Wired is the next night.
Yep, what Devin Cooper just said. The second shot of Madeira. I don't care, however you pronounce it.
Second shot of Medea.
Let me point out, Dolly Parton supported this one. That's all I remember about this shot.
I just did all. I just did all the research, and I was like, okay, so Pfizer went through all the checks, Moderna went through all the checks. Pfizer has a slightly better efficacy. Johnson & Johnson was fast tracked, and AstraZeneca was fast tracked. Okay, I'm getting Pfizer. And then after that, the bad stuff about Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca came to light, and I was like, well.
Well, basically, it was. Okay, where are the nearest ones? Oh, my Walmart's doing it. Which one are they doing? Moderna? Okay, whatever. I just don't care. I just want to get shot at. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. I need to go outside and touch grass.
Outside to get shot at.
Yeah. I mean, I already get shot once a week anyway because of my allergy immunization therapy.
Right.
Today was sucky, but not too bad. I did have some side effects.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even as bad as the first shot. Like the first shot, they're like, poof, and that night it was like really hurting.
Yeah,
and the next day, I was technically still hurting a lot, but it was only half as much as it was the night before, so it felt like a lot of relief.
Mm-hmm.
And then I eventually just got better. The second shot, boom, hardly anything. Got a little sore, and then over the next couple of days, the soreness went down my arm a bit, but then it all went away.
Yeah, I think it's just basically, I'm preparing for the worst because I have.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, the second shot! You're gonna like," and I'm like, "It's good to be prepared. It's good to not have anything scheduled that if you do end up like lying in bed, like it's gonna be a problem."
Yeah, it's funny because technically the day after I get that shot is when the day it's supposed to be all bad for me is also the day I have D&D. So I'm gonna be like, okay, listen,
well, let's
I'm
hope
dying. What?
Let's hope that it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's going to be like, listen, I'm failing Constitution saving throws over here. Go without me. Yeah, like what Nico Lord said. Getting a little sick from the vaccine is better than potentially almost dying. Anyway.
COVID zombies. Is that going to be from the disease, or is that going to be from the? Am I going to start getting the spike proteins growing out of me, and I'm like,
wasn't that like a Z-grade horror movie that came out like right after COVID was announced?
By Trauma. Trauma.
I was gonna say someone who kept going on about like it has tracking chips. Someone who was like, "Hi, I was in Afghanistan. We couldn't find each other no matter what, and we have the latest military technology. What do you think the government has that can be able to track you guys at an Applebee's?"
If they had things that could track you that small, like have a tracking chip that small, they'd already be selling it to us to put in our pets.
Yeah.
I already have a tracking device here. It was sold to me for the great features, including the ability to track me.
Also, the great features of playing Pokemon Go.
You have these problems. They are not going to be done to you secretly. They're going to be sold to you as a commodity.
Yeah.
They're going to be telling you exactly why you want all of these things in your life. Yeah. And it is your right to say no.
Like, I could believe that the government would be so paranoid that they would want to do this, but I don't believe that our government is competent enough to pull it off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're not that smart. They're not. What was that face? God, now I'm noticing how cartoony my faces get. This is because that's why I can only do extreme
damn phones and social media microchip stuff is so fucking dummy. I'm uploading my life every week.
I was about to say, I'm uploading God knows what every weekend, talking about my life, and then swooning over fictional men and women. There are some women occasionally.
Artie Pavlov said, the government can track me all they want, they die of boredom.
But Creepy, did you want to read off what the Fear Street episodes?
I do.
That's article number 9.
Yep, I know. I already have it. There are 3 Fear Street movies, episodes, a little bit of both. Part 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, you've already covered that, but it's part 1 through and 3. Part 1 takes place in 1994, premiering July 2nd, 2021. This one will take place like the title says, it will be in 1991 and will follow a group of teenagers as they try not to die and most likely fail at that. We're not crossing our fingers and hoping. The residents of Shadyside, Ohio, reel from a murder in town. Only one this time. For Fear Street, that's actually very good. And believe it may be cursed. Okay, now, yeah, pretty much everything on Street is cursed. The old burned out mansion is cursed. The woods are cursed. The lake is cursed. The island on the lake is cursed. The street.
The bidet in the bathroom. The bidet.
Not the bidet.
The bidet in the Starbucks is cursed.
The bidet is cursed. If that bidet is located on Fear Street, it has killed at least one teenager.
What about the Buc-ee's on Fear Street? I want to make Decker super sad. What about the Whataburger?
Yeah. No, but seriously, if there is a bidet located on Fear Street, there is a very high chance that a teenager died from it. Yeah. You don't understand, okay? I grew up reading these books. On Fear Street, everything will kill you. Even the cheerleaders are not safe, and they're usually the safest group of the clique in the entire school, okay? The cheerleaders are being hunted by something.
This is cursed. What is with you always talking about curses? This is cursed. That is cursed. That is cursed. Always with the curses.
Yep. Part 2 is 1978, premiering the following week, May 9th, 2021. 2 rival groups of camp counselors compete at a killer summer camp. Gee, where have I heard this before?
Wait, wasn't that porno parody I worked on?
Yeah.
Poster Decker.
Okay, here's something you all need to know about Fear Street. None of the plots are terribly original, okay? If there's a horror movie, chances are R.L. Stine took the basic premise and then wrote a Fear Street novel about it. So, yeah. Although I will say that the camp in the part 2 is named after the summer camp that was in the book series. So this was not something that was just made up. This is actually lifted from canon. It's Camp Nightwing. No, not that Nightwing cat. Sorry, You won't be seeing Dick Grayson's ass. But it was named after a camp.
Dick doesn't have glasses on.
It was named after a camp that was in a Fear Street book. So there is that at the very least. And finally, we have Part 3, 1666, premiering July 16th, 2021. In colonial America, a witch hunt fever deals with the origins of a curse, which I'm guessing will be lifted from the Fear Street saga, the 3-part series that was the explanation for why so many...
Leave Dobby be.
Stop floating in 0G, Lou.
Both of you did it at the same time!
What? Sorry.
The dog just jumped up and was like, Dobby was hissing. I'm pretty sure you heard that.
No, we didn't. But it's based off the sagas, which is basically talks about the origin of Fear Street, correct?
The saga was the explanation for why terrible things happened in Shadyside High, specifically.
Let me guess. A bunch of witches got hung at a tree that's cursed, and now it makes apples, which if you bite one, it tells your future, like in that episode of Sabrina.
No, actually, that's not what happened. A young girl a peasant girl was dating a rich man's son, and the father was mad about it.
Oh, those damn class crossing is that ain't the way God intended.
God intended us not to be wearing wool 24/7, but we still are wearing wool 24/7.
Very true.
So she was and this is the best part. She was burned at the stake. Okay, this was supposed to be in Salem, and she was burned at the stake.
Wouldn't she have been hung?
I was about to say she would have been hung or drowned.
Yeah.
There's only been one instance of actual burning at the stake during the witch trials, but there was burning not during the witch trials.
It was burning in Europe. In Europe, that was burning.
No. Calm the dog about down. Calm the dog about down.
Or drowning. Or being crushed under several tons of rocks.
That was a popular one.
Yeah.
Lou. Hush. Stop borking. She's borking.
She wants to know more about the witch trials, and she's pointing out the inaccuracies of the burning at the stake.
She is your dog, so that is a very high possibility.
That or she heard the word steak and got excited. Steak?
Come on, Lou.
But supposedly this girl, because this girl was wrongfully accused, her father, who actually was practicing witchcraft, cursed the Fier.
It always happens that way.
to have this. Basically, bad stuff will always happen to you in anything that carries your name.
Look, I mean, couldn't they have actually burnt a real witch? Like, if we're doing that, couldn't that have just been the fact that they did was a reason enough to curse them? Not just, hey, if it was really a witch, it'd be fine. But since it wasn't, that's a bad thing, and now a witch cursed you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't it usually, a lot of these horror stories, if it's a witch from the past that's somehow going to relate to the modern setting of the said movie, it's always like, this witch, before she died, in her last moments, in her last breath, she cursed upon the land, or cursed upon the family, or cursed upon the tree, or...
I'm gonna curse this dog.
Go curse the dog!
You cursed the dog. Yeah. No, it wasn't the girl who cursed everyone in her final moments. It was her dad. It was the son was the son of a rich man. The daughter was actually the daughter of someone who was practicing witchcraft. But, yeah.
So, Major Tom, ground control to Major Tom.
Hey, Lou.
There's a dog. This is Lou.
And she will be silent.
Lou just wants attention.
Lou, it's not that she wants attention. It's that Dobby is over there in her bed. And now she's just been sitting there looking at Dobby, barking at him until he moves. But he don't like it when Lou barks at her. But he don't like it when Lou barks at him. So...
Anyway, Roselia
Aragundi.
Thank you. Donated $7.
Dobby's gotten off the bed now that Lou's not there barking at him.
Wow,
So,
the dog's now bitchy.
here we go.
Anyway, said, hi, Decker and Creepy, being a fan for 10 years. Wow, you have fans that old.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Decker, have you gotten any of those weird comments where people are like, I was watching this when I was 8 years old yet?
Yes.
They hurt, don't they?
I'm there like, I scroll through some of the comments today, see what people are saying, and it's like, hey, this asshole looks like Weird Al. And then, hey,
this guy has an horse face.
hey, this thing you said on this video 10 years ago is very faux pas, and you shouldn't say things like that. It's like, yeah, I've changed. I've grown since then.
Decker's grown?
And then there's, oh my God, I remember watching this guy when I was in elementary. I'm in college now.
Yeah! No, I had that comment, like one of my more popular Steven Universe videos going, I remember when this first came out, I was like 12 years old. I'm like, old.
Royal Flush, yes.
Yes. Did Royal Flush change their icon? Because I remember their icon being something totally different.
It's possible.
Or have I finally gone crazy?
But we still have one little bit of news about a new movie coming out that I feel like it may as well be based on that tweet that went out before about with that guy who was reviewing Spiral, and they got, of course, they got a guy who hates horror movies to review the latest horror movie.
Oh, is this like the person who reviewed the DreamWorks movie, the Shrek, and they were like, how did this movie become popular 20 years ago? And I go,
kind of.
How old are you, person who's reviewing?
Kind of.
She's 37. She's 37.
Oh, okay.
You feel better now, Decker?
That's acceptable.
She was 27.
We're 37 buds. 30.
Wait, Decker's 37?
Yes, I was born in 1983, July 28th.
He'll be 38 a few months. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you not seen the gray hair?
No, Decker, your HD camera's been hiding it so well.
My shitty camera. This camera's actually shittier, sadly. Damn it. I knew I should have sprung for the 4K one.
Decker, do you know how much those 4K ones would have cost you?
$200.
Decker, do you know
it
how
was
much
right there on the shelf. I saw it.
Decker, you know how I have to prep my face before Live and Wired now because my face looks undead when I don't? You'd have to start doing that with your 4K camera.
Now, you see, the problem is I have to get the rest of my dental work done, is what I got to do.
That too. It's like dental work, and then you have to learn. The makeup prep, people, is a pain in the ass. I'm trying not to look like a corpse.
Fair enough, Shauna. Fair enough.
Yeah, Decker wouldn't have been able to do this channel for at 15. I don't think he'd be allowed to. He'd have to get his parents' permission.
But yeah, there was that one tweet that went out with a clip from someone's review of Spiral, where they were talking about how much they hate horror movies, and they mentioned that horror fans are effectively depraved lunatics who should not be trusted around animals or children.
Or children who are animals.
Lou, are you okay?
Does this look like the face of a depraved killer?
Kind of.
Actually,
I mean, it sort of.
I was about to say, Kat, don't do Nicolas Cage or Joker face right now. I know you want to be funny, but do I really look like that much of a deranged killer? I do without makeup on.
And the body count rises.
Decker, you're not allowed to babysit my cat anymore.
God damn it.
It's not. I don't trust you. I don't trust her with Lou.
But there's another movie that's being announced and shown off the avclub.com called The Censor, which is literally a movie about a censor who has to go through horror movies and decide its rating and such, and say you can't show this or that. And because they've seen so much of that, they become a depraved lunatic.
Why does this sound like video games make you violent argument, but in movie form?
Because it is, but also the fact that it's shown like that, I feel like it's... Okay, I'll read out the synopsis here.
Please do.
Directed by Prano Bradley Bond, in her first feature, Censor follows a meticulous film censor named Enid, played by Nema Algar, whose grip on reality loosens when her missing sister is declared dead. Unable to discern her childhood memories from a new film she's watching for work, Enid breaks down in what appears to be a frenzy of violence and gore.
I feel like this is just because...
Please tell me this is satire. Please tell me this is satire.
I don't know, but I feel like the synopsis itself already kind of shows why the idea of, hey, horror movies will turn you nuts and make you a killer is ridiculous, because the censors see the most extreme version. People exist in these positions where they have to rate and review and censor these things. And so they see all of that stuff, and that's their job. They go in 9 to 5. They just see all that stuff.
I think
I have not seen any news about any of them losing their mind and murdering their family.
That we know of.
Fair.
I was going to say, I remember something about like movies being censored and stuff, and like they would have actual government officials there to see if this was going to harm the media. And like one of the people has cataracts, so basically one of the guys has to describe every scene happening. And I'm like, maybe he shouldn't be part of the whole, censoring thing.
I should be there describing it to the guy with cataracts. And the body count rises.
How did the body get destroyed? Fluffy bunnies.
They tossed him right into the wood chipper. And he gets stuck halfway, screaming and bleeding all over the place.
I feel like this should be a job that Decker tries to get. I feel like this job was made for Decker.
So you know how there's for blind people, there's actual people who their whole job is to describe what's happening on the screen for like movies and TV, and it's for blind people, right? Decker should do that for horror movies. And Mortal Kombat. And Rambo. Action movies.
I still remember when Charlie and I, last time we had gone on a big trip, that was years ago.
Before the plague?
Yeah, it was the 2019 Texas Renaissance Festival. We were staying in a hotel the night prior to our festivities, and she turned on the TV and it was playing with the audio assistant for the seeing impaired. And it was playing Family Guy. And that poor guy trying to describe all of the cutaways. And then by the end of it, it would just be like, and switch over to this live studio ostrich in the stands going, haha, and the guy's like, an ostrich. It's just, never mind the stands, never mind it. It's an ostrich.
Oh, you had a new member, Decker.
Oh,
Christopher
thank you,
Hansel has
Christopher
become a
Hansel.
new. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Also, we're at 9:30. We have 30 minutes to call time. With all the news we've gone through, yay, we did the YouTube news already. So we should probably talk about the poll results.
I was going to say, do you want to talk about people complaining about how Shrek isn't funny when they don't know what good humor is if it bit him on the ass?
Well, our Live and Wired poll, which team will win the new and improved adult Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Did he say new or nude?
New. Out of 404 votes, which is a new record for Live and Wired polls.
Hey!
The sodomizing sloths have just pounded their way through. And it's nice because it's like we got about an equal amount on the others, and then it's just sodomized. So the poll results kind of look like a dick.
Decker!
But they got 51%, over 200 votes for the sodomizing sloths. Coming in at second place with only 17 are the humping hippos. The boinking baboons come in with 14%, the filleting flamingos at 10%, and unfortunately the groping giraffes only manage 8%.
Well, I mean, they don't have hands. How are they going to grope?
Still respectable considering everything and the fact that they were all having to compete against those sodomizing sloths, and whew, can they compete?
Listen, sloths have endurance.
I just imagine it now in the adult Legends of the Hidden Temple, and it's the sodomizing sloths yet again!
Why did we watch Live and Wired for names for our game? Also, congratulations, Stratus Strong. That's very lucky.
Slam that silver monkey.
He knows how to put it in correctly. I hope to God they still make it jank. Is that weird? Is it wrong? I still want the Shrine of the Silver Monkey to still be jank. So it makes it harder for people because that was your one entertainment. It was like
Hockey Dr. Kill is asking the Creepy Channel back soon. He's on Vimeo right now. It should have a link in the description for his Vimeo channel. Either that or I screwed up again. Did I screw up again?
I'm not allowed to talk about your screw ups anymore, Decker. It's bad for your sense of well-being. Mr. Fix is pointing out, there's only 92 people here. How did we get 400 and some odd votes?
That is a good question. I'm pretty sure it's because the Live and Wired poll went out to everyone. Subscribe to me.
That would explain it. Stop with the Nick Cage face, cat. I can't unsee it now.
Though I have to say, on Twitter, I probably would have got some interesting responses to the adult Legends of the Hidden Temple, because there's certain things allowed on Twitter that's not allowed on YouTube comments.
Yes. Legends of his hidden temple. Excuse me, Legends of her hidden temple, because the men can't find the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Thank you! I'll be here all week. They never know how to work it. It does.
It does.
Oh,
it does. It totally does. It totally does.
So who had money on Excuse me, I had money on sodomizing.
That is true. Possibly not subbed polls on you. There are people who just randomly got the Live and Wired poll thrown in their face.
On the
why are people voting for sodomizing sloths? What?
Well, if you read the question, it clearly states, what should the next team of the adult Hidden Temple be?
Oh, boy.
Decker, when are you doing other Terminate? There's other Terminate? What
Terminate? There's quite a few that I haven't done still. Some that have Arnold, some that are prequels. And,
are you going to do the Sarah
I guess
Jane?
not necessarily prequel, because the first one was technically a prequel, but it takes place in between the interesting parts. You'd think it would be interesting, but it's all the parts where, storyline-wise, humanity's getting curb stomped by robots and holding on barely thanks to John Connor, so you kind of already know how it goes. It's okay. Humanity's fine.
Are you sure? We've been stuck in this house for a year and a half. I don't know what grass is. What is that? What is that big burning ball in the sky?
Fans of receiving slowing. I did not imagine how a sloth would sodomize when I wrote that.
Really?
Now I'm in between thinking of watching a sloth slow climb and then descent and then climb, and the sloth face from
Fuck.
You know what I'm talking about.
Goonies!
No.
Damn it. Oh, the one from Zootopia!
Yeah, that. I'm thinking of that while the slow up.
So, Decker, if you're reviewing the Terminator movies ever again, are you going to include, was it the Sarah Jane, what was the one? It was basically the girl Terminator, and I think it was a TV show?
Sarah Connor Chronicles?
Yes, that one.
Oh, boy.
Is Decker going to review that as well?
I don't know. I know I have a lot of Nicolas Cage, and I've got the Mothman Prophecies. But you can't see what it's rated because it's a European disc. And they put that in green.
Also,
this is 12.
Oh, that means it's PG-13.
Decker,
Yes?
your space station is losing its stability on your left.
Decker,
No.
the Hal has opened the pod bay
Come
doors.
back down to Earth.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I can't, Decker. Why not? There ain't
I'm
no
still
fucking
out of
pod.
focus. Hi, Donnie.
Wow, you've gotten worse.
Yeah, you have. Hey, Decker, strike a pose. There's nothing to
Nothing
it.
to
Oh.
Vogue. No, he's doing the Power Rangers thing. He's doing the Power Rangers thing.
Focus! Damn it! Webcam! Piece of shit!
You have to do
It
it.
listens!
So, what will your Megazord be, Decker? What Megazord?
Velociraptor. That's a prehistoric animal because we're doing Mighty Morphin. So, Velociraptor. Giant armadillo.
What about the giant sloth?
Because that's my bit. That's my shtick. I have the sloths. Remember
Giant sodomizing sloth.
that? You can have that one.
Devin Cooper's
No.
twist. Decker was home the whole time. Oh my God! I was wrong.
It was hers
all
all along.
Lou,
Wait,
it's
we
fine. It's fine, Lou. Lou, it's just got... Lou, you're hurting people's ears, I'm sure of it.
You're hurting my ears.
Honestly,
I count as a peep.
think Lou is kind of annoying.
What?
I just
You think
think Lou is kind of annoying.
Oh, it's okay. I do not want to answer that question. So, we're here now. We've taken over again. Yay!
Well, Decker takes the dog out.
Decker's wearing socks.
Decker's wearing socks. That
Oh,
is so
God.
weird.
Decker's wearing... Hi, Decker.
Of course I have socks on. I didn't have my boots on my bare feet.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was wearing boots earlier. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
I think my dog Gwen is talking shit.
Ooh, let the dogs out.
Oof.
Lou is hurting my cat Cookie Dough's ears. Yeah. That's the thing. She can bark loud.
Well, she's a hard dog.
It hurting my ears through my noise canceling headphones. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, that's like my mom. I was gonna. Lou's a hunting dog, right? Aren't hunting dogs supposed to be loud to be like, we found thing?
Yeah, she a hound dog.
Hound dog. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. We're getting fucking sued.
So we should probably talk about what we are all working on in the near
working on
future.
Things? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Gator.
We
It's
have
going to be animated, and you're going to draw every frame.
Like fuck I am, Decker.
For free!
Decker,
not for free. What am I saying? For exposure.
Decker, I am going to find a way to get into your room, pull out your spine, and use it to replace mine.
Okay, I'll open the portal.
I can actually help you with that because I know where he lives.
Not creepy. I moved.
Yeah, to space.
You live in a town called Vidor. It's like this big, and I'm sure that all I have to say is I'm looking for a guy with really long curly hair. He will not shut up about movies, video games, or his bidet. Oh, he's down there.
I mean... Anyway, as I was going to say, 1, I don't animate. 2, I don't animate. 3, I don't animate!
Yeah, but I sent you that video about animation.
That was about freaking how the thing and the fucking... No!
That was a way of getting you interested in watching the whole video, but you learned a lot about animation while watching it now, didn't you?
Yes, I did, but it was
You can apply that.
Decker, it's stuff I already knew because I'm one of those weird kids who used to watch...
Yep, you already knew stuff about animation, which means you probably already knew even more than the video said, so you can apply all of that.
Hey, Decker, go to my YouTube channel and see some of the old animation I used to do. Tell me how it looks.
Better than I can do. I made little flip books with stick figures.
I made a bouncing ball. It looks like a testicle.
Anyway, I'm reviewing Candyman 3, Day of the Dead.
Oh, the one that's basically a lot of boobage.
Well, that's going to be fun to censor.
I think it has a lot of boobage. I know it. I think it has a former actress who was in Baywatch. I think.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah, there's a lot of blonde actress. It was a blonde one. It was
Tell
a blonde
woman the horrifying legend of her ancestor.
She was on Baywatch.
Caroline.
Yeah. So every other low-grade star in the 90s.
Donna DeErico of Baywatch.
That she is. There she is.
So we got a Baywatch babe.
Give her a subscription to Skillshare.
Can you work into this review?
How many Baywatch jokes can he put in? Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm imagining the Candyman killer, like whenever he starts attacking a woman, I'll be your there.
Play some David Hasselhoff in there. You've got to reach out.
Holy fuck!
Hi.
Thank you, Christopher.
Hey, Decker, put that into the Methgator budget. Then we have a little bit more.
he didn't hashtag Methgate it.
Gosh darn it!
Rules are rules.
So, Decker, it's that number, so you have to read it.
You read it. Anything over 20, you're reading.
He says, let's have a summer of long-haired, creepy guy. And I don't know, how many movies does Nicolas Cage have where he has long hair?
Con Air.
Okay, got it.
That's the only one I remember him having long hair in.
One crossover that I told you we should do like 4 years ago, and we've never done.
Yes, but I've been just losing my mind and not on schedule, and now I'm finally back on schedule, and I'm catching up on a lot of things I've intended to do, such as Candyman. This is supposed to be done last October.
Yes.
And then in January. And now it's supposed to get done this week.
Superman Lives didn't come out yet. I mean, he could review the Teen Titans Go movie if he wants to torture himself. That has Nick Cage in it. For a bit. He's not starring in it.
I mean, someone just gave you $100 and specifically requested a summer of that long-haired creepy guy, and you're going to bail on them.
Yes.
But... Don't worry, Creepy. We'll review something together. I don't know how because I've never reviewed anything in my life.
There's still we have lots of things due. I need review, and that's with you. But first.
Decker, never going but first. Quit being butt first.
Is that a howl?
Coyotes?
Is that outside, or is that Charlie playing Red Dead Redemption?
I have no idea. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. He already has a Color Out of Space Shred is Strong.
Oh yeah, there's still stuff I need to get, but
there's Into the Spider-Verse. That has Nick Cage.
Yeah. Nick, he was a
Spider Noir. Yeah, he's awesome. He's actually and also has John Mulaney as Spider-Ham. What? It's the best freaking part. You got something against cartoons?
Yes.
They're
not anime.
I just watched them.
Anime better than cartoons.
Although people are annoyed how they did Penny Parker, though, because Penny Parker's a very serious character, and they just went with the anime tropes for her. And I go, yeah.
I did still kind of like it, though.
Yeah, I still liked her, too. She was very adorable. And I love the robot. It's just like, I got sad when Robot got hurt. Robot got hurt. I'm sad now.
So, Creepy, what are you working on? You've been posting to your OnlyFans, I know.
And he's also been posting to his Patreon.
I am getting things put back up on online. I am posting things to my Vimeo channel. I am posting things to OnlyFans, and I'm getting them also posted to my Patreon too. At least the links are. So I'm trying to. I actually earlier today I managed to get all the way. I managed to get the Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island review posted. So that happened.
What would be a nice reaction video? Oh, nah. We don't really do reaction videos, do we, Decker?
Not traditional reaction videos.
I do love it how Rodzella was like, Cat would be a nice reaction video. Thanks. Because I'm overexpressive and I basically look like a living cartoon. Thanks.
So, Cat, what are you working on?
Well, let's see. Decker, we need to do more Sea of Thieves together.
Yes, I need to do more gaming content at all. I haven't done...
You haven't done anything in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm shaming you.
Well, I have been chasing dogs out of my yard who have been killing my ducks.
That's a very good point.
I'm very sad to report that Daisy is gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we're down to 5.
There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, "Why, Cat?"
There's Huey, Louie, Donald, Miles, and Howard.
What about Dewey? Oh.
He's in the backyard, buried.
Oh. Do you have a little headstone?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a little ceramic duck.
Oh, that's so cute. And sad and depressing. Yeah. I'm depressed now. Someone hug me. Anyway, so Decker and I need to do some freaking Sea of Thieves sometime soon. Hint, hint, Decker.
And I need to do the new EDF.
Or what, Decker? Or what?
EDF.
Decker, I cannot do EDF, the bright flashing lights and the motion sickness. Do you not remember that?
I don't.
Oh, I never told you that. No, it's Thick Black Daddy who had to hear me complain about my motion sickness. Also, I'm doing a lot of Yakuza stuff right now. I'm not in the Yakuza 0, the video game. Do I look like I
generally, you don't have to specify that in this country.
Generally, but I don't know how many of your viewers are in Japan right now. For all we know, you have some weird following after the Gamerathon trip.
That is possible.
So I'm working on the Yakuza games right now. I don't remember which video is coming up next, but I know that I just started doing the whole real estate royale thing, which means I get to do real estate stuff. And I'm slowly understanding why the creator of Dragon Ball Z made Frieza based around a real estate guy and made him the evil emperor. Which is funny because I now put a cute little I put a little Frieza in the corner of my screen when I do the real estate roulette stuff.
Yeah, Creeper and Decker EDF then possibly 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 4, 4, 4 games if we can find them.
Possibly.
Pick Black Daddy if he has a PlayStation, which he doesn't.
I don't have a PlayStation anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to join you in EDF unless it was like on Game Pass. Decker, what the heck? Stop trying to do jutsus from Naruto. That or witchcraft in the movie The Magicians. One of the two. You get to choose. Yeah, we know about the Baywatch remake with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It was Anyway.
But did it have the running in the slow motion with the
Actually, it did. Only it was his dick.
Oh.
Also, here was a weird thing. Dwayne Johnson, who's Mitch McConnell. There's a so Dwayne Johnson is Mitch McConnell, okay? Who is like the lead guy. That's David Hasselhoff's character in the original series, right? David Hasselhoff is also in the movie as Mitch McConnell. And is like some weird sensei to the Dwayne Johnson Mitch McConnell.
Well, I guess that does make sense.
Why?
I mean, that's meta, but that's pretty much what's going on there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like this weird level of meta, and we're all sitting here going, well, he doesn't get called Mitch McConnell, but he acts like Mitch McConnell. David Hasselhoff's character is called Mitch. He acts like Mitch. So it's not confirmed if it's Mitch McConnell. But yeah, it's like, my brain hurt. My brain hurts. I need a cookie. No cookie. You ate brownie ice cream, which was delicious. I highly recommend it.
Good.
It's called it's called Brownie Batter Core from Ben and Jerry.
Julia Goodwin, Mitch 1 and Mitch 2.
Which one's Mitch 1 and which one's Mitch 2?
Anywho.
Now that's going to bother me. You realize that, Cat.
I just ruined your day, huh?
Well, it's like almost 10 o'clock where I am, so...
It's almost 11.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm still trying to find a PS5.
I know where you can get a PS5, but you have to be willing to sell a kidney.
Well, that's the whole thing. I know I can get a PS5, I just don't want to pay scalpers for it.
That's why okay. How do you feel about pretending to be Robin Hood? You heard the story about a bunch of people who robbed a guy who was scalping PS5s, right?
No, I mean, I heard a bunch of bad things happen to scalpers, but not that particular thing. I don't recall. But either way, this is broken neck.
Decker, stop breaking your neck for the love of all that is holy.
No.
Fine, for the love that is all unholy.
Okay, fine.
Yay.
But yeah, I haven't posted it. I think the last thing I posted to my Twitch was I did a little test to see if I could stream with my Xbox, my Series X. I can, but I was trying to bring the chat up on my phone the whole time, and it never came up.
That's a known error that usually happens when it comes to the Twitch phone app. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had a problem with that a while ago.
So I might have to set up my Surface instead.
Maybe, yeah.
But I could not see the chat on the screen without paying for another thing. There's like an entirely different app that you have to combine the Xbox Twitch app to in order to have things like you can chroma key out your background and integrate your webcam here and have this, that, and go with this and that and this, and have the chat show up on screen. All of that stuff, it's technically more powerful than on the PlayStation side, but it's so much more convoluted and annoying. And it's also expensive, considering you have to pay a fucking subscription to get those apps to work. Yeah. Whereas with the PlayStation, it's just part of the... It's just included. Boom. You sign into Twitch through your PlayStation, launch it up. There you go. It's working.
Yay.
So, yeah.
I was also going to say, the last thing you posted on your gaming channel was our Sea of Thieves shenanigan. Oh, God, that's Sea of Thieves.
Oh, yeah. I didn't post the EDF Insect Armageddon test to the gaming channel because it was literally just me running around playing Insect Armageddon and not interacting with the chat that you also could not see in the video.
Yeah. The Royal Flush 1778 goes, I'd buy Decker as Robin Hood more than Kevin Costner. Well, Alan Rickman, I heard a rumor that when Alan Rickman is in the Kevin Costner Robin Hood, right? And the rumor is he changed every single one of the lines that he had because they were so god awful. That's a rumor I've heard. And I'm sitting here going, oh, Alan Rickman, why did you have to die so I can't ask this important question? I don't want to ask Kevin Costner.
Oh, yeah, there's that other problem.
Yeah, Rockstar had that thing, especially when it came to, what's that game? L.A. Noire.
Yeah. The idea is like, well, so much of the game is just you're sitting and watching a cutscene. they were thinking about it kind of like Nintendo with that's the reward for playing. You don't just get to share that to everyone.
Yeah, I remember
You
Rockstar.
must pay if you want to see.
Yeah, I remember Rockstar was like, you can show gameplay footage of the game, just can't show any of the cutscenes.
Yeah.
And that's when I went, fuck you, Rockstar. And then Rockstar let back after the GTA 5, after GTA 5 dropped, or after one of the GTAs, I think. And they were like, okay, you can do this.
But people still want me to finish Carrion, which I haven't for the longest. They took that off of Game Pass for console, but it's still on Game Pass for PC.
Ooh.
Carrion.
Why did I just do that voice?
You want to turn into a meat monster that eats people and grows bigger.
Yeah, I just went like, I want to turn into a meat monster with cute tiny voice and just go, nom nom. Hello, mister. I'm here to eat your face. Nom nom nom. Decker is very scared of that. Or is entertained by it.
At least I think it's still on Game Pass.
Please check if it's on Game Pass. Class? Game
What's
Class.
my collection? My game.
In your heart.
Sign in, you piece of ass.
Things that I have...
Okay, I'll figure this out later.
Yeah, please do.
We got okay, we should probably call the stream at this point, I think.
I think so.
Unless when people have any questions and such, would you ever do a review for Solar Babies?
At least it's not Look Who's Talking To.
Probably not. I'm not sure entirely what Solar Babies is. I did baby scare. Do
you remember the babies in the, what was it, Look Who's Talking? And how scary they were?
I remember the baby in Resident Evil 8.
Ah.
No.
I know. I'm going, Oh. Seth Warren.
I don't know if anyone clipped that part, but I think my favorite part of anyone playing that section was, why is it, I can't see it until, okay. Yeah, there we go. Right. My favorite part of anyone playing that section was Jazzy Guns, where she's getting away from it, and you can hear her going, and she's there like, I ain't your damn mom.
I know, it's just like I hear babies crying like, I have no maternal instinct. I ain't turning. If you were a cat, maybe. It's just like, if you were a cat, maybe I'd turn around. Screw you.
Have you played DMC Devil May Cry? Not that particular game.
The
newest Devil May Cry game I played a little bit because I had just gotten Game Pass while that was on Game Pass for at least like 2 more weeks. And that was shortly before my Xbox One
imploded. Devil May Cry is a game that people are like, I'm surprised Cat's not into it. I go, why? You're into Bayonetta, made by the same company. Similar concept. I'm like, yeah, Dante hot.
Anyway.
I'm sad. I'm a sad human.
Everybody gonna remember that part in Resident Evil 8. Tali or Garrus?
Yes. What? A very legitimate question to ask, and my answer is legitimate.
Creepy?
Garrus.
He's also really hot. He has a great personality.
Okay, I don't know enough about Mass Effect. I know who Garrus is, but I don't know who Tali is.
Well, Decker, aren't you lucky that I pre-ordered Mass Effect Legendary Edition and I haven't played it yet because I told myself I refuse to install this game until I finish the Yakuza series?
Well, you're going to have your work cut out for you, considering they're all on Game Pass.
What, the Yakuza series?
Except for Like a Dragon.
Of course, except like a... Wait, hold on. Sorry, I never considered Game Pass for my Yakuza thing. I thought I was only going to be doing 0, Kiami 1, and Kiami 2. 3 through everything else is on...
Yes, it is.
Mark Majima for me!
Which is good because, like, they said that they were going to do that back in, like, 2019 or something, and they just didn't until a couple of months ago.
What? Add the Yakuza
and then, like, the whole Yakuza series is coming, and everyone's like, oh my god! And then all of 2020 goes, and they're like, where the fuck are these games, guys? In February, they're like, fine, we're doing it here. They're putting a few out here. Done. There it is. So they just finished getting the Yakuza series on Game
Well,
Pass.
I'm fucked for the rest of the year. And the next few years is like, hi, welcome to us playing Yakuza 1. Why are you on Yakuza 1? It's been 2 years now. I must play the side missions.
Doesn't Resident Evil 7 and 8 feel more like Silent Hill? I wouldn't say Silent Hill.
No.
I understand what you mean, like, in terms of, like, monsters and the things they're facing against. It's more Silent Hill feeling of creatures, but the science-y explanation is still far more Resident Evil. And also, you don't really have the alternate worlds that you go in. Like Silent Hill, I feel like you have the real world,
Hell
the
world,
light world, the dark world.
It's real world, other world, and I think fog world.
Mm.
And dairy world.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with this whole, like, my skin is around the same tone as this cup.
Wow, it really is.
In this lighting. In real life, it doesn't look anything of this. It doesn't match at all. But in this lighting, it does. Hey!
Sorry.
White people dancing.
That's the call. That's the time. That is it. And I must go take care of things. And I thank you all for a wonderful Live and Wired with the most votes we have ever gotten on a Live and Wired poll. In fact, it's still voting on it. There are 529 votes. Sodomizing Sloths now leads by 52%.
Okay, so Decker, do you want to tell us tomorrow how much they're in the lead again?
I think we're going to have to mention it next time we do Live and Wired. Like, how many votes does it take before it stops?
That works.
But thank you all for joining. I haven't. Thick Black Daddy back soon. Is he currently streaming?
Yeah, I think he's still streaming. He's been doing a lot of streaming and playing the games.
I don't see him as currently streaming.
Yeah, he's not streaming right now. He might be with his... I don't know.
He might be with his son, but he shows him online on Discord. But he's been streaming a lot on Twitch. His Twitch, the link is still in the description as well. So, thank you all for joining us. I've been Decker Shadow.
I've been that long-haired creepy guy.
And Cat.
And remember, nothing you can do will stop the sodomizing sloth.
I'm so glad I didn't have a sloth plushie with me.
Good night, everybody.
Street definitely murdered at least one teenager.
At least one.
At least.